Govan is the final suspect standing trial in this high-profile case. ABC 24's Shakina Davis has more on what to expect on the day of the trial. Shakina?
Lauren, Monday will likely focus entirely on jury selection, and the process could take up to 2 days
to everybody in the building, man. Make sure y'all double tapping that screen. Get the likes up.
Jury
We're here,
selection,
Casey.
we're
What's
just
up, my
picking
guy?
who the referees for the game will be.
The case dates back to November 2021 when Memphis rapper Adolph Robert Thornton Jr., also known as Young Dolph, was shot and killed inside Makita's Cookies on Airways Boulevard. One of the men convicted in the killing testified that
Hernandez, man. The other two have been already convicted, and basically sentenced, guys. He is the last one in the Young Dolph case. And yeah, man, his day has come.
As Govan planned the hit. Local attorney Michael Working says jury selection can take 2 days depending on how the court vets potential jurors.
What's been up with you, Casey?
Jurors have been given questionnaires in advance, or whether they're learning out who the jurors are for the first time right there in the courtroom.
He says jurors in high-profile cases like this are often blocked from outside
I'm back on schedule, Case.
They will usually have their cell phones taken. They'll be given 1 or 2 times a day under the supervision of the deputies to call family and check in.
Once the trial begins, Working expects it to move quickly, lasting about a week.
The court usually goes both morning and afternoon.
That's what we got going on today, guys.
Most trials only take place in the afternoons in Memphis, but this will go
the Young Dolph case
every day until it's done.
Co-defendant Cornelius Smith testified in a previous...
We're going to get to a little bit of Cornelius, too, and what he said, before they kick off the actual situation that's going on. This is one of the guys that took out Young Dolph and basically testified that he was offered $50,000, him and Straight Drop, a.k.a. Justin Johnson, to unalive Young Dolph, guys. Cornelius Smith is his name.
Trial that Govan agreed to pay him and Justin Johnson $50,000 each to carry out the hit, allegedly on behalf of Memphis rapper Yo Gotti's now deceased brother. Working says when co-defendants testify, the defense has an
Make sure y'all double tapping that screen. Get the likes
up,
guys.
It's up to the jury to decide whether this person is actually as part of a conspiracy and more credible, or whether they are in fact being given a deal from the state to get less time, and that makes them less credible.
In Tennessee, a first-degree murder conviction comes with a mandatory life sentence. And with Govan represented by an out-of-state attorney, Working says the courtroom dynamic is going to be unique.
Courthouses have their own particular practices.
So Govan got him a lawyer that's not from Memphis, guys.
A lawyer from outside the community approaches things differently.
Hernandez-Govan's trial begins Monday, August 18th. Govan was arrested in November 2022 and has been now on house arrest and a $90,000 bond since May of 2023. He is charged with first-degree murder, conspiracy to commit first-degree murder, and attempted first-degree murder. We'll be following every development as the case unfolds. Live in the studio, I'm Shakina.
All right, so, that kind of takes us to where we at today, guys, which is Govan. This guy right here, is about to stand trial, man. He's the only one, that's basically hasn't been convicted yet of the unaliving the Young Dolph, man. I see we got 53 people in the building, man. Y'all double tap that screen. Most definitely get the likes up. Now, if you remember, back last year, Cornelius Smith took the stand against Straight Drop and basically testified that this man right here, Hernandez-Govan, was the mastermind behind the whole situation with Young Dolph. Basically offered Cornelius and Justin $50,000 apiece in order to unalive Young Dolph, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people have said that this guy right here has been working with the police for a long time. So maybe that's why it took so long for us to get to this spot. Basically with him standing trial like 5 years later after Dolph was unalive, man. It's crazy, y'all. We got about 30 more minutes before the actual trial starts, man. I just wanted to give the people who may not know exactly what's going on a little insight into what's going on in this young Dolph case. What's up with it, Jesse? Jesse say peace and love. Peace. Check out my song, man. I'm not checking out nothing. Hit my cash app, dog. You know what I'm saying? You want to get some promo? Hit my cash app. You know what I'm saying? Let's get you right. Let's erase your whole comment, because I ain't checking out nothing. You know, if I'm not getting no kind of coin from it. We got 150 people in the building. Make sure y'all double tapping that screen. Most definitely get those likes up. It helps out the channel, guys. But this is the guy that's on the chopping block today, Hernandez Govan. Remember that name, because we're going to be covering this, you know, for a couple of days. As far as how long the trial goes on, we will most definitely be in the building. Now, I told y'all about Cornelius Smith and his testimony in front of the court, in front of the people in the court, that him and Straight Drop were paid $100,000, what they were supposed to get paid. Cornelius say he only seen like $800 or $500 of that money. He had an attorney, you know, that was worth $50,000 that basically got paid. Now, remember, the court, this is Justin's lawyer right here, who says that the lawyer was paid by CMG, guys, a.k.a. Yo Gotti, a.k.a. Big Jook, who is unalive right now. Big Jook is gone, so he's out the picture. But a lot of people speculated that with what was being testified to in court and what was being said, that basically they were looking at a RICO charge for CMG, guys. I'm just saying, this is some of the testimony from Cornelius Smith when he was up on that stand, basically testifying that that Govan was the mastermind behind the unaliving of young Dolph. Let's check it out. Continue to double tap that screen, guys. Get the likes up. If you new over here, subscribe to the channel, man.
You said you started meeting with law enforcement, but December 9th. Really, the day you got picked up, and the day after you got picked up in South Haven, right? Or the same day?
Nah, I ain't meet. Like, what you mean by meet back with him?
I mean, they sat down and interviewed you in a room.
Yeah,
what's up, Reading Boots?
And did you tell them the truth?
Nah.
Right? Because specifically, they asked you whether or not you'd ever seen that Mercedes,
Right.
and whether you'd been in it, right?
Right.
And you said, never been in it, never seen it, never been in it with Justin Johnson.
Correct.
Right? Okay, just to be clear.
Correct.
Reading books,
How
you
many
been
times
good?
would you say you've met with the state?
What's up with it, Lanice? We in the building, man.
Right?
Everything news
preparing
is back
to talk
online, man. Y'all better check it out.
Couple times, three, 4 times.
Okay.
4 times.
Does that include are you including that time back in December, right, when you were picked up?
Nah.
Okay. So 3 or 4 times since,
Yeah.
right? And one of the times you met with them was in March of 22. You remember meeting with them then? Sometime around then?
I don't know the exact months and stuff like that. I got my lawyer involved, so I don't know. I can't just pinpoint exactly what month.
Well, I'll say it like this. You started out with a different lawyer and you ended up with the lawyer you have now, right?
No, sir.
Now pay attention to the wordplay, guys.
Okay, well, he got paid.
No, he did not get paid.
Did he get paid?
Because this guy right here is basically the snitch in the case that basically broke it wide open, y'all. They implicated Hernandez Govan as being the mastermind in paying $50,000 to each one of the guys who have been convicted of unaliving young Dolph, man, which brings us to where we at today. So make sure you pay attention to what's being said. We got at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time is what time the actual trial for Govan starts. This is just a reminder for the people who don't know what's going on. We got 151 people in the building. Man, double tap that screen, y'all. Get the likes up. It helps out the channel. If you have a channel, share it live.
$1,000?
He did not. He ain't signed my jacket saying he represented.
No, I'm asking you.
I just talked to him.
That's not what I'm asking you.
What's up, Adrian?
You asked
He got $50,000.
Y'all hear him? Y'all hear him saying you got $50,000? That's part of the money that was paid to unalive young Dolph. Only problem is Cornelius said he didn't get it in his hand. He got it through CMG to pay his lawyer.
Hold on just a second. Ask your question, wait for the response.
The original lawyer in your case got $50,000 to represent you. Did he not?
I don't know exactly how much you get. I don't know. I can't say.
All right. And you knew that, just we're all clear here, that money came from CMG.
Woo-wee,
Right.
man, that money came from CMG.
Came from CMG.
Where did it come from?
Right? That money came from CMG. Right?
Yeah, I don't know exactly who, but yo.
All right.
Shout out to everybody in the building. Y'all continue
So
to
you
get
talked
those likes
today.
up.
You got paid for what you just testified to. Didn't you?
After I was locked up,
You got paid,
my
right?
lawyer was paid.
You got $50,000 to pay a lawyer, right?
Yes, he did. He most definitely had some bangers. Shout out to everybody in the building, man.
Okay. And there's no question that that money was for services rendered. Killing Dolph. You took it, didn't you?
Yeah.
Did your conscience bother you? Your conscience.
After I came to my senses, yeah.
Did you say, I can't have that money? I can't use that money because you still got a lawyer here.
Nah, I ain't say that.
You took the money.
Yeah, I took the money. I got the money.
Your conscience wasn't bothering you that bad, right? You said your conscience started bothering you, but not bad enough not to take the money for the job you did.
Well, I had already did it, so might as well. You know, I got a conscience still. After I came to my senses.
Right. Okay. So, you didn't think, man, I really shouldn't be able to keep money for killing somebody.
I didn't think like that.
Okay.
This is Cornelius Smith,
At
guys,
the end of this,
on the stand
you
in the
said-
young Dolph case.
You're direct.
Where he
You said something
implicated
that you saw a picture of
Hernandez
Mr.
Govan
Johnson with a suitcase. And you
as
said,
being the
"He's there with his
mastermind,
money,
y'all.
getting out of town." To be clear, you don't have any direct knowledge of Justin Johnson getting a dime for this, right?
Nah, I ain't.
Long live Dolph.
Okay.
If
So
you new,
can't
make
say
sure you
he's
subscribe
leaving
to
with
the
his money,
channel.
right?
Right.
Okay.
Hey, and make sure y'all are double tapping that screen. That's how you hit the like button. Or you can click the 3 dots, hit the thumbs up. Most definitely subscribe to the channel if you're new. But most definitely hit that like. It helps out the channel. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Yeah, man, we here to see what's going on with Hernandez Govan. This is a refresher for the people who may not have seen this with Cornelius Smith basically testifying against Hernandez Govan as being the mastermind in the young Dolph case.
Now, a couple of things specifically. When you, as you say it, let's kind of put a timing on this. So you said March, you got your current lawyer, and you went back and met with the government again, right? For the state.
Wow. I don't know what month, like I said, I can't say where like they can.
Shout out, what's up,
But-
Lachey?
I told you you met with law enforcement around March 13th of 22. Does that sound about right?
With the date on it.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this. You said you had a change of heart and your conscience started getting to you. You wanted to tell the truth. When did that happen?
Like a couple months.
Shout out to all my members, man. I miss y'all. Thank y'all for keeping y'all memberships. Man, we back online like we never left, man. Shout out to each and every one of y'all in the building that support this channel. Rather you double tapping that screen, getting them lights up, you know, or grabbing a membership, you know, or just viewing what's going on, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat.
I sobered all the way up. While I was in jail, I sobered all the way up. I ain't in my sense like it was wrong.
Okay. So you got December is when you go to jail. December 9th.
Yeah, December 9th.
So a couple of months from then. You sober up, that's when you come to your senses.
Yeah, and then Justin had sent me a letter saying.
Well, I'm not asking you what Justin sent you a letter saying.
What automatically made me come to my senses and like, you know, it was wrong. know what I'm saying? When he said, cut him loose, take Junior.
I didn't believe none of that when he said he came to his senses, you know, basically, and had a change of heart. Now, the state gave him a deal. If he chose to testify, I think that's what pushed him to tell on everybody else. That's what I think. Continue to get those likes up.
And quit down with me.
Okay, so you're saying Mr. Johnson sent you something saying, he actually said he didn't do it, right?
Now, he didn't say he didn't do it. He said, cut him loose and take Juke and quit down with me because they ain't messing with us.
Oh, you mean
Juke and Quick. Quick is Hernandez Govan, guys. You know, Justin tried to get Cornelius to lie on his behalf. Cornelius say he wasn't feeling it.
tell the truth? Because he didn't have anything to do with it. Tell the truth.
Nah, he saying me take the downfall.
Oh, okay.
Cut him loose, let him go.
Okay.
And tell him get quick and him change clothes and Quick was with me instead of him.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Did you get it directly from Justin Johnson, this kite you're talking about?
You know, we got rock me and stuff, but we were talking through the vent. I was in his part, he was in his part. We were talking through the vent.
Did you get it directly from Justin Johnson?
Nah.
Did you see him write?
Did I get it? He said, did you get that? Did you get that kite?
Did you see him write?
Y'all moving way slow on that like button, man. We need 100 likes. We only at 39. Continue to double tap that screen or click those 3 dots and hit that thumbs up. It helps out the channel. Shout out to everybody in the building.
Nah, I ain't see him right. I'm in another part. We
Right, you can't even see him.
He asked me, did I get that kite?
Okay.
He sent me more than one. He sent another one and said he got 7K. I could take that. I'll leave.
Where's that?
I don't know where it's at.
You lost it?
Nah. I sent it on out to my folks.
Okay.
Sent
All
it on
right.
out to my folks. My sister.
Okay. So you started telling the truth then. So surely by August, you met with the state in August 10th of 22. Surely by then you're telling me.
Tracy, we ain't giving you right. I'm not giving you a chance to like. Just double tap the screen. Just make sure you double tap it. You don't gotta have a chance to like. You don't even gotta be here if you don't want to.
Truth. And you would agree with me, the truth doesn't change, just the truth, right?
Yeah, the truth. You know, quick brought me in and set me up for the police to capture me. So might as well tell the truth. If we gonna tell the truth.
Okay. So today, for the first time ever,
What's up,
you
IGC?
testified that you wiped that Mercedes down.
Yeah.
You've never said that before.
No, I ain't know.
You never told them. You never told them that you wiped that Mercedes down?
I never told detectives when I talked to them. Nah.
Why would you not tell them? They've asked you every question under the sun about this case, right?
I said detectives.
Shout out to London in the
I never
building.
admitted that I was involved to detectives when I first got locked up December the 9th.
You know they take notes and they recorded your entire interview
Right.
from August.
Right.
Why didn't you tell them in August you wiped the car down?
Because we were talking about so much, you know, you slipped my mind from.
This is Cornelius Smith,
They
guys.
specifically asked you, and you said
They ain't asked me to get away from cutting any. They ain't specifically asked me to
You
get away
don't-
from cutting.
you don't
It's
recall
tomorrow,
them
Larry,
asking
it's
you,
tomorrow.
you saying Justin said he had someone wipe the car down.
My B-Day is tomorrow, Larry. It's tomorrow.
He told me he had somebody to wipe the car down too.
But you didn't think to ask him,
I
right?
told him that I wiped it down. He said he used the right stuff, because I got somebody else to wipe it down. You know what I'm saying?
So now you're saying you told Justin that you went and wiped it down.
Yeah, I told him too.
Why didn't you tell that to
Somebody say he lying with that high-pitched voice. Let's go.
law enforcement who's seeking the truth from you, right?
You know, stuff slip a person mind too. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Kind of an important detail.
like they ain't asked me to get away from cutting him, so
You don't think so?
I don't recall.
Already. Thank you, Lachey.
Well,
We need
your
30
fingerprints
more likes, guys.
are on that
30
car,
more likes.
Right? So when did you go do that?
Like, a couple days after the shooting.
Did you tell Quet? Did you go by Quet's house?
Yeah, I hit car quick and told him that I was finna walk in their backyard so he'll know who walking over there.
Already,
So
Jennifer,
you
happy
called, you let
birthday.
him know. You walked through his backyard.
Not through his backyard. That I was finna walk in the backyard where the car was in.
Okay. Why would you need to tell Quet you were going to be at the car across the street?
Because he got cameras. So I ain't want to think nobody trying to get him or nothing to get shooting at me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, let him know what's up.
And just to be clear, does he have cameras on the abandoned house, or you just saying shooting out from facing out from his house? Okay. But testimony today is you called Quet and told him you were going to go over there and wipe that car.
Now listen, Quick is Govan, guys, while we're here. You know what I'm saying? Quick is Boulevard Quick is basically, no, Orange Mound Quick is basically Hernandez Govan's street name. You know, so when you hear them talk about Quick, basically Cornelius is talking about Govan's involvement in this whole situation with what happened with young Dolph, guys. You know what I'm saying? He basically implicated Govan as being the mastermind of the unaliving of young Dolph.
Okay.
What's up, Barbecue?
And you didn't tell law enforcement that either. Does that surprise you that you wouldn't have told them, hey, I even called Quet and told him I was going to go over and do it?
Nah, because, you know, like I say, stuff slip a person mind every time. You know what I'm saying? Like, when law enforcement talking to me.
This boy said everything, so certain things slip a person's mind. I bet they do. You just didn't want to tell them. What it is like I said, the state offered this guy a deal. He took it, and now he acting like he had a change of heart. I believe that he lying. You know, when he say that his heart changed and he forgot certain things to tell the laws. Now, at first he thought he was going to get to walk away, and they said not so fast. So he decided to tell on everybody involved. That's what I think.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't just finna remember everything bit for bit right then and there. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you had 3 or 4 times, as you said, right? To meet with them, to go over it, to think about it. You were able to talk with counsel before you went into this. You were able to look at paperwork before you went in.
Let's
right?
double tap that screen, guys. Get the likes up. We need 100.
Yeah, what you mean though? What you saying? Like, what you saying?
It just slipped your mind.
Nah, what you saying? Like,
No,
what slipped my mind? What you saying?
To tell them all the details.
Yeah, I couldn't just remember detail like that.
Because it's hard to keep up with details when you're lying. You would agree with that, right?
Nah,
No?
Nah, when you tell the truth, like, it's like, it's hard to keep up with details.
Let me tell you something, Lil Jones, you don't run nothing over here, man. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like to hear the music, go find you somewhere else to watch it. And I'm going to pause it and talk as many times as I want to. You don't run nothing over here. Always remember that. You can ask, you know what I'm saying, but you ain't demanding nothing. Now calm down before you get deported.
So you say that one just slipped your mind. Okay. You didn't bring it up, they didn't ask you. It just slipped your mind. Okay.
I answered the questions they asked me correctly. You know, like, if they ain't asked me, if I don't recall them asking me, I ain't answering.
So law enforcement specifically asked you about this $800 that you got after the shooting, right?
Right.
And today, I just want to make clear, you're saying that $500 was hand-delivered by Justin with a letter to your neighbor.
Right.
And her
Now
name.
remember, this is the kicker part of it all. They were supposed to get $100,000, basically. $50,000 apiece for unaliving Dolph. Cornelius say he only seen $500 out of $50,000. Woo-wee. So that means that and I think that Justin said he only seen 8. So for about $1,300, $1,400, Dolph was unalive. And they were supposed to get $50,000 apiece. Ain't that sad, y'all? Did this horrible act and didn't even get all the money. Woo-hoo-wee, man.
And just to be clear, is Vivian Fifi, right?
Correct.
Lives next door to your dad.
Correct.
And You know that happened, correct?
Correct.
You say you were on the phone with Justin and Miss Fifi when that was happening.
Correct.
And to confirm that Miss Fifi actually got the money.
Correct.
Okay? Now, but you would agree with me that's not the story you first told law enforcement, right?
I don't recall.
You don't recall?
I can't say it's correct or not.
Yeah, I
but
feel-
I don't know what I told them, like, when I
Do y'all think that this could result in a RICO? If they get Govan and convict him, do y'all think that this could lead back to Yo Gotti and Yo Gotti could potentially get in trouble? Let me know down there, man, because they saying that CMG paid for all of this. And all of this, you know, is CMG is Yo Gotti, guys. I'm just saying.
first talked to them.
But is that
I
the
can't
truth?
recall the interview that I had with them back then, so I can't say it's correct or it's not.
All right. Well, did you tell them that you told them the truth, right?
Yeah, I told them the truth.
All
I
right.
told them.
So, in that same interview, if that's the truth with Miss Fifi,
They say yes, it
in
will.
that same interview earlier, why would you tell them that some masked man came in a Chrysler 300 on 2 occasions
No, I
and
did
said,
not say that.
you didn't say that.
I didn't say that earlier. I did not say that. Did a madman.
A masked man.
You didn't say that.
Justin dropped it off to Miss PP the first time, and he had somebody with a mask on the second time with $300. That's what I said.
So, if that interview recording's got your voice saying that you and Angela backed up in the driveway the next door and on 2 separate occasions, the first time somebody brought $500 and your girlfriend...
Lachey saying his name came up and his brother is on the live. She smells a RICO. I seen a lot of y'all pressing that yes down there too when I just asked y'all that question. So y'all feel like Yo Gotti, you know, could most definitely go to jail after all of this if Govan is found guilty. Ooh-wee, man. Ooh-wee.
Angela got out and got it, and you stayed in the car, and then on another occasion, which is what you said today, somebody bought $300.
Tito said he
And Angela got out
guaranteed
and
Yo
got it.
Gotti going down. Okay.
You're saying that's just not like, you didn't say that. Somebody else jumped in your interview that was recorded and said those things.
Yeah, I don't remember saying out here. I can't recall the interview. Like, I gotta hear.
Purple Groovy, we back in motion, Purple Groovy.
Okay.
Man, I miss y'all.
But if you were telling the truth,
I
you
hear
wouldn't
you,
have any
Mo.
trouble, right? Going, did I say that or not? Because you know you didn't
We
say
need
it.
17 more likes, guys. If you in the building, ain't hit that like button, double
This
tap
time
that screen.
or that time?
I can tell the truth all the time, all along.
Okay.
Since that good, might as well tell the truth.
A couple of things. You had only two conversations. Well, let me back up. You had one conversation at Quet's house where Jook was.
Now they
correct?
talking about Juke and they talking about Govan right here. Pay attention.
Nah, you won't know.
And then you said you had an earlier conversation with just you and Quet about the Dolph hit, correct?
Correct.
Now,
Tito, this is Cornelius Smith and his implicating Govan. You know what I'm saying? The actual jury selection of Govan starts here in about 1 minute. We'll be tapping in over there, you know, as soon as they go live to present what's going on. But right now, we're taking a little refresher course for everybody who may not have been in attendance when Cornelius dropped the bomb on everybody involved in the Dolph case by snitching on everybody involved.
this conversation that you had at Quet's with Juke was there. I think you said you went to buy X pills.
Correct.
You weren't going over there for the specific purpose of saying you wanted to a chance at killing Dolph?
Nah.
Okay. Did you ever, during that meeting that you had with Jook and present, did you ever say that you can get up on Dolph real easy because you know where his aunt lives and you see him over there at least once a week?
Ooh-wee, man, right there is another key point. He told Govan that basically he could get up on Dolph easy. He's describing this conversation that he had with Govan when they were setting up the whole unaliving of young Dolph.
Never said that.
Never said that.
Now, you've testified today that no promises were made, right?
We got 14
That you're
minutes,
expecting
guys.
to get consideration.
Nah.
Get the likes up. Continue to double tap that screen.
You're not expecting to get any consideration for your sentence in this case.
He most definitely looking to get some consideration, and he most definitely lying, talking about that he's not. I believe that the state cut a deal with this guy in order for him to testify against everybody involved in the case. He lying right now when he say that they didn't offer him no deal. He's a liar.
So what you're doing here today.
Cause I know I'm going to jail anyway, so.
Okay.
Man, we get it off my chest, feel good. Start my healing process.
Tell me what you told your sisters when you wrote them back in March of 22.
All right, so then they pull out the letter that he wrote to his sister that said that his lawyer said that basically his best option was to flip on his co-defendants and save himself because the state was trying to offer him a deal. See, I told y'all he was lying.
Probably not.
You lied to him?
I say anything. I don't know.
Now we're getting somewhere. You'd say anything.
I'm saying like in the letters because I know for sure they taking my letters and stuff, so.
You told them my lawyer is trying to tell me my best out is working with the feds, helping them, something I've never done in my life.
Yeah.
So
Ding,
you're
ding, ding,
telling
ding,
them I
ding,
didn't
ding,
do
ding,
this.
ding.
I didn't really do it. But I'm going to say I did it so I can get out of prison.
Nah, I ain't saying it like that. I ain't saying it like that. Like, I'm saying like, it's my best out to be honest and stuff like that. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, be truthful.
It's the
They
lies
already know,
for
bro.
me.
They already know why I play with these folks. And they already know.
And then you said, just so on that point, your lawyer, he said that's the only way I will not do life in jail.
Yeah, if I see it at the end, you know, if what I see, if I wrote it, I see it then.
Okay.
I ain't gonna say I didn't write it.
And then you say that you're hoping essentially not to do any time because your lawyer that you have now was responsible for getting one of the people in the Holly Bobo case out without doing any jail time.
Yeah, I told them the history, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Boy, yeah, he crossed him good. He's ding, 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 right on the money. He hoping to do no jail time by cooperating and tell on his co-defendants. You're absolutely right, Mr. Lawyer.
history, but wait.
Long live Dolph.
Ain't got nothing to do with this.
No? So you weren't expecting to walk free after today? That's not what you were expecting?
After them folks kept telling me I ain't going, I said forget it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't, it is what it is. I'm being real. So, it is what it is. I feel better now.
Okay. Because you told your sisters, they gotta let me walk free if I make any deals with them.
They gonna let me walk free. What you say? Why?
If I make any deals with them.
If he makes any deals.
if I make any deals with them.
So he was most definitely looking to walk free, guys. He just lied, talking about he had a change of heart. No, you didn't. You had a change of heart when they told you might have an opportunity to go home, but you wasn't feeling bad about what you did to Dolph. So stop the cap.
And my sister and they green, they don't know nothing about no folk teachers and stuff like that. They green, they don't know nothing about no jail time or nothing like that. So, you know, we just praying, hoping for the best outcome. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just leaving in God's hands.
Why would you lie to your family?
Let's go. Jennifer says unalive Dolph for a Walmart check.
This hit of conscience after you got clean, right? Right?
Yeah, it basically like speaking into existence, you know what I'm saying? Like hoping for the best, you know what I'm saying? Outcome, you know what I'm saying? Faith.
Exactly. Hoping to walk free if you go in and testify in this case, right?
Before I talk to them folks and stuff like that, like, before I talk to them, that's what I'm telling my sister, them, like, man, I ain't never did no police ass shit, but, you know what I'm saying? Quit already.
Listen to him.
They already knew everything, so I might well, you know, tell the truth, you know what I'm saying?
Now, he also said that they already knew that Quest, which is Govan, was already telling. So he might as well just tell the truth. Yeah, I bet, you know what I'm saying? The only way to be the snitch is to become a snitch, I guess. That's his philosophy. Oh, wow.
Tell my road, tell his road, you know what I'm saying? So, be honest.
Wait, and you bring up Quet in this letter. You even tell your sisters that when you saw Quet on December 8th, it was like he had a limited...
They talking about Govan right here, with Cornelius seeing Govan, you know, and how he felt. He's telling his sisters in a letter about seeing Govan, you know, basically whenever he's seen it.
Sisters, that when you saw Quet on December 8th, it was like he had a limited time to find somebody to pin this on. Talking about Quet.
Hey, you know, I was just getting locked up, right? So I wasn't finna say, yeah, that was me. I'm not finna say, y'all know that was me or nothing like that. Any letter. I'm not finna do it. I'm not finna do it.
You hadn't just got locked up. Agreed? You got locked up in December. This is in March.
Yeah, but I'm still just locked up over here. I came over here in January 11th. So I'm over here now, and I know, man, everything I do, say, whatever's right, they might intercept it. They might listen on the phone, so I can't talk like I really want to. You know, letters or nothing.
You repeatedly say in these letters to your sisters that you didn't do this, and you're only gonna lie to get yourself a deal. Fair? Whether it was true, whether you say you were lying to them or not, that's what you said here. Right?
I said it in that letter once again. I just got over it. I know my case over.
So basically, the lawyer is painting the picture that if you would lie to your family, you would lie to the court. You know what I'm saying? You are a known liar. That's what he's saying.
I ain't talking no state or nothing like that. I ain't talking nobody. So I'm not finna admit to doing nothing in no letter, knowing they might interfere in it. Take it.
You met with law enforcement
Clay Cole, what's up, my guy?
on December 9th, on the day of your arrest.
Yes, sir, I did.
And within days of writing this, and maybe before then, you didn't remember. In days of writing this, you're back meeting with law enforcement.
December the 9th?
In March 13th.
You said December the 9th.
You met with them December 9th?
December the 9th, March.
You're back meeting with them March 13th of 22. Days after writing this letter to your sister, or these letters to your sister.
Well,
6 more minutes, y'all.
If it was after I wrote this to my sisters, then I wasn't going to confess because you said I wrote this before I met with them, right?
So, I guess what you're saying that is, when you met with law enforcement, if it was in March, that you realized
What's up, Rena?
you weren't going to lie and you decided to tell the truth then.
To the law enforcement?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, this issue about the $50,000 we talked about earlier, you went into a proffer sometime in March and lied about the $50,000.
Oh, man, there go the money.
You didn't tell them that you had gotten $50,000 for killing Dolph.
There go that
I didn't
50K.
tell them because that was for my lawyer.
Okay.
That was for my lawyer. So I ain't tell them right then and there. Nah.
And then in August, you and your lawyer have to appear for another proffer, and you have to clear that up because you've lied.
Yeah, I killed the G. Like, you know, yeah, my lawyer told me that the best thing to do, just be honest. That is.
Okay. But you still weren't honest, even after meeting with him the first time. And then in August, you meet with him again.
Hold up, what you mean I wasn't honest after meeting with them? Hold up, what you
In March. You lied about the money in March.
in March? Like, what? Why I lie about some money?
You didn't tell them you got any money for killing Dolph.
Nah, look, when I spoke to my lawyer, and my lawyer told me to be honest, I was honest with them.
RIP Flipper, man. Make sure y'all subscribing to the channel, man. Subscribe. We on our way to 40K.
So I ain't tell them I got no money for killing Dolph. I told you I better 800. So how I didn't tell you that?
Now, you originally even tried to get your girlfriend to lie for you, right? With an alibi, Angela.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Who's Letitia Jackson?
That's my baby mom, my kid mom.
Okay.
Long live Flipper, man.
Now, I think you said, well, let me ask you this, was the day that you shot Dolph, the day before that, did you know you were going to shoot Dolph?
Nah, I ain't know nothing about all these, but I ain't know we was gonna catch Dolph or nothing. But the next day was the day we caught Dolph, that was my baby girl's birthday, to be honest.
Okay.
And I know I told her about a house, buying them a house and all that because I knew that they already had hits on everybody's head and we was out looking for somebody. We didn't know we were gonna catch Dolph, we didn't know who we were gonna catch.
Ooh-wee, man. This is Cornelius talking about the day Dolph was
And that's
unalive.
why it was a particularly big day for you?
Which man big day?
Well, you text Miss Jackson, let's see, 9:05 a.m. on November 17th, 2021, you say, good morning. I went to sleep in the midst of texting you to knowing today is my big day.
My baby birthday. My daughter's birthday.
November 17th?
Yeah, my daughter.
You went and killed a man on your daughter's birthday?
On his daughter's birthday, guys.
I ain't had no money. I'm trying to get some money that day. So I'm trying to make sure my baby girl, man, have a beautiful birthday. So it was whatever. Then I'm trying to get high on pills. It was whatever.
But you're telling her you're going to buy her house, you're going to give her $10,000 for rent?
I said this
Right.
day before.
The day before.
Yeah, you know,
He was planning his money before it
I'm
hit.
trying to get back with her, whatever. It ain't just like, you know, it's just game. You know what I'm saying? It's just game. It ain't about all, like, just game.
So you're just lying to her too?
I ain't saying lying. I ain't gonna say that. Game and lying is two different things because
Okay.
you know, you tell the person what they want to hear. You know what I'm saying?
Like these fine people.
Nah, I don't know them. Ain't got no letting no man.
So if it's game, it ain't a lie.
I ain't trying to run game on nobody here, man.
You sure?
Well, I put myself in the murder, so I don't run the game. Make sense, man.
But you think you're walking.
I ain't saying I'm wrong.
Well, he sound like he lying.
They told me I'm doing time, so, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
So, at the shooting itself, I just want to be clear on this. You say Justin got shot.
Auntie say he should have filled out a job application.
Explain to me the difference between a scrape and getting shot.
Like, you know, when you fall and you scrape your knee or something, like, the bullet glazed your bit, like it glazed my leg, and I got heat, and it went in my bed.
Okay, so you're saying a bullet grazed. You said scrape. I just want to make sure. Okay, so you're saying Justin got grazed, a bullet grazed on his back.
Yeah.
Was he bleeding?
He Yeah, he would bleed, but it wasn't like mine was. Like, you know, hit it like mine was.
How much was your leg bleeding a lot?
Yeah, my leg was bleeding a little bit. Like, you can see the skin, you know what I'm saying? The scab, skin, and stuff like that. But it was just glazed, but my arm, it went in and rested in my back.
And you said that when you went to Keona's house, that she did some wound care on you and Justin.
We helped each other. All of us helped each other.
Okay, so you wiped Justin's back down? Changing clothes or after you got the wound kit?
Before the wound kit came,
My bad, y'all, my bad.
And peroxide, you know what I'm saying? We were doing it like this.
Okay. When you met with Juke and Quet, Juke was doing, or excuse me, Quet was doing.
Hold on, let me fix it real quick, y'all.
And Juke, or I'm sorry, Govan, before the hit on Dolph, before you did it, had already negotiated with you to get $10,000.
Yeah, for me, and $10,000 from Justin.
Okay. Now, I want to be clear about, I'm going to get to that in a minute, but I want to make sure $10,000 to you talked about it before, and then he came back to you after the fact and asked you about the 10.
Wow, I can't believe it did that.
Yeah,
Hold on.
I want a man too.
Okay. Now, you said today, pretty matter-of-factly, that he had the same $10,000 from Justin.
Hold on, because I might have to fix it real quick.
When you were interviewed by law enforcement in August,
yeah, I'm gonna have to fix it. Hold on real quick, y'all. Let me do this again.
He had the same deal with Justin.
I forgot to put my phone on airplane mode. Hold on, let me fix this real quick. I know it's zoomed all the way in. Let me zoom it out. Let me fix it. Hold on, coming right back. Just hold up. Can we see everything good? Let me see where we at over here. Why didn't it fix? Lord, have mercy, Jesus. Hold on. Let me fix it, y'all. I don't know why it just didn't even fix. It usually fix. But hold on. It's crazy. I should have put my phone on airplane mode. My bad, y'all. Hold on, I'm watching and fixing all at the same time. Just give me a second. Hold up. My bad, y'all.
Right? So do you know it or do you think it?
I probably did say that then, but basically I'm saying the same thing I said then.
So you're not sure?
I'm saying the same thing I said then.
Okay, that you think he did.
I'm saying the same thing I said then. You can put it how you want to put it, but I'm saying, you know what I'm saying?
This is crazy. This is crazy, y'all.
When you were in the white Mercedes, you were bleeding a lot, right? Bleeding a lot.
Nah. I want to be in the left.
So you told law enforcement that you were bleeding really bad.
Yeah, it was like once it started coming out, once I see it start panic, you know, like, dang, blood started coming out. But I know not to panic that bad though, because I've been shot before. So in the white Mercedes, I'm sitting up like this. So my blood don't really need to sitting up like this. And we driving that fast, or I jump back in and jump back in.
Talking about the Yeah, man, it's crazy, y'all. That's my bad.
You got a gunshot in your shoulder.
They keep on pushing back the official time, you know, for Govan. So I'm keeping an eye on it while we watching this.
A graze in your leg. And you say Mr. Johnson's been grazed on his back. And you can see the graze, right?
I ain't saying that, because when he driving, I'm making sure, we didn't know he glazed at first, so I'm trying to make sure he don't read. So I'm like, you all right? You all right? I'm talking to him. But he said he's getting hit too.
Okay, he said he got it. You've gotten grazed on your leg. You can look down, you felt it, and you look down and see it, right? All right. Now, you said you wiped down this car. How'd you wipe down the car? And what'd you do?
What you mean?
How did you wipe down the car? What'd you do? You walked through the backyard, you walked up to the car. What did you do next?
You know, I like peroxide and bleach and stuff, and I like,
Peroxide and bleach. So you walked back through this yard and you had big things of peroxide and bleach in your hands.
You trying to say I give you a shot on?
I know, I'm just saying, I don't want to know how you did it. I don't know how you did it. I might need to walk down the car, I don't know. So how'd you do it?
I just wiped the guy there, you know what I'm saying? I wiped the guy there.
All right, where'd you wipe?
Inside the stuff. Inside the dope down.
Okay. So you wiped down, where'd you wipe down on the inside?
Like the arm, TV stuff, and dope down.
Okay. What about the outside of the car?
Dope down. Dope down. You know what I'm saying? Wipe the dope down.
Anything else?
The outside, nah, just dope down.
And you know your prints on the car?
Yeah, I ain't know if my front was gonna try to time, but I'm wiping the dope down where I know I touch. You know what I mean? Like dope down and stuff like this. And the dope down, I was just trying to wipe real fast. I ain't want the lawn to go out, so I was just trying to wipe real fast.
Shout out to my boy Polo for being a member for the last 7 months.
I'm shot, but I'm bandaged up, you know, so, I ain't trying to let my hat go down because I was on pills.
What did you do with the stuff afterwards?
What's the,
What did you do to clean the car?
I just had it already on the towel, and I went to the gun, eating everything.
Okay, so back just a few minutes ago, I said you walked back there with like containers of peroxide and bleach and a towel, and you said yes.
I didn't say this.
So I want to make sure you were just on the towel.
Yeah, it was my towel.
Okay.
What's up,
So
Raven?
what did you do with the towel?
I'm sitting there with me.
Who drugged you?
My dad. I made her hit the block. Hit the block while she let me out. I got out. And walked up. We picked her up.
And your girl leave wrong.
Yeah.
And just so I'm clear, when would this have been in relation to you shoot Dolph on the same day? Same day?
No.
2 days, 1 day later, 2 days later?
It wasn't. I can't say exactly, but it was a couple days later. Before they found the car. It probably was the night before they found the car.
And so she dropped you off, was she in the trash?
She dropped me off on Barrett. And I got out.
Barrett?
Barrett Street.
Okay.
And I got out on Good. Whoa. I ain't on her truth. On the street again.
Okay. Was it day or night?
Nighttime.
Okay. Was she in the track? Now, did Quet ever tell you that either he or someone else had wiped the car down?
Quit?
Yeah.
Nah, just told me that he has really worked the car.
And you were testified about leaving your cell phone in there?
Yeah, I just
In the glove box. Alright? But you had already went pressure ruled and done all that, right?
What's up, Positive Vibes?
You go back to White. That's
pressure
all.
word done with.
Got in your phone.
Yeah, I went to pressure word today. Right after we shut down, like after we spilled from the apartment, I went to pressure word.
So
Wow.
When you talked about in your testimony about cover, getting a car covered. When is that in relation to when you wiped the car down?
Like, when Queen gave me the money for the car crew, it was the same day. They didn't come.
Amazingly beautiful. I thought you had a sidewalk sign.
For the car crew. And I was gonna put it on there on the night when it comes back.
And just to be clear, if I remember right, you said Quet called you to say, I need you to go, come over here to get money for a car cover, don't cover that car.
And just been talking about you anyway. And just been telling me.
But were you part of the, let me ask you, were you part of the conversation between Jovan and Justin to be talking about that anyway?
What you mean was
You just said he and Justin were talking about that. Were you part of those conversations?
was telling him he was gonna send him some cash out money to buy a car cover so we could cover.
How do you know that?
Some cash out money.
I'm going to go in the house and we got some pills on me and everything. Like, and we were talking about we had to get rid of this car. We were saying we need to get rid of this car, burn this car up.
And you're saying that Jovan's telling you he's in contact with Justin? And Justin, okay, all right. And just to be clear, when it comes to Jovan and Quet, is it a y'all need to take care of this problem, or is it we, him included, need to take care of this problem?
He said he didn't just really, he been in the car, he told me, so if they question him, he gonna tell them how they really massive, so he can get every gamble. That's what he said.
So he's implicating Govan throughout the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Play by play of how Govan set all of this up. It's crazy.
Thank you, Mr. Smith.
I know, bro. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll be super quick, Judge. The last thing
Hey,
I
amazingly
probably
beautiful.
wouldn't understand. Quinn told y'all that if the police come to him and ask him about the car, he's going to say holler at William Massey.
Yeah.
Is that his attorney?
Yeah, that was his attorney.
Okay, so he's telling y'all, he's going to tell the police.
I think this guy right here, which is straight drop, which was the accomplice, didn't he get about 80 years, Raven? You know what I'm saying? He ain't never getting out.
I'm not talking to y'all, I'm talking to my attorney.
Yeah, he talked to my attorney. So I can give it to my gambling.
Into the sports gambling?
Yeah.
Okay. When Mr. Evans was asking you questions, he's asking about text messages and stuff. This is something I just forgot to do. Did the police seize your telephone from Letitia after you gave it to her? Is that telephone 901-513-6236?
Well,
And the very last thing, every time I've met with you, me and you have met, if you count 2 minutes back there, maybe 3 times. Is that right? Have I ever told you you're going to walk out of jail?
nah, you never told me that.
Have I always told you that you're going to prison?
Yeah, you told me that.
No further questions.
Evans, can you read across?
No, Your Honor.
Yeah, it's crazy, y'all. All right, so that was Cornelius Smith's cross-examination to where we heard him implicate, basically, what's his name? Hernandez Govan in this whole situation with young Dolph, where we hear about the $50,000 that he paid for an attorney that he never really received in his hands, y'all. It's crazy, man. This dude only got like $800 to unalive Dolph, man. It most definitely is a crazy situation when you think about the amount of money, that basically they were looking to get paid compared to what they actually got paid. Ooh-wee. All right, so let's kind of rewind to his first initial statements when it comes to the snitch, Cornelius Smith. We seen the cross-examination. I thought that Govan's actual trial would have started, but it seems like we got 14 more minutes. So give me a second real quick to pull this up. Hold on, y'all.
No way, my sentence.
Let's go.
Yeah, I got a contract.
So this is his initial. What he said at first. When he was basically being talked to by the prosecution.
And turn a little bit, see it once we start playing.
Outside Makita's Cookies, guys.
For the record, you're playing what's been marked as, or will be marked as exhibit number 5.
Man, took Dolph out, man. For like $800.
That's the day that we had saw Young Dolph and them pulling in Makita's.
All right, so whose car is that?
That's Young Dolph's car.
All right, and you say we.
He most definitely exercised the Fair Act use of 1976. This is for educational and news reporting purposes only, guys. That fateful day when they took Young Dolph out the game.
All right, and who is Govan?
Hernandez Govan Quick. We know him by Quick.
So now he's talking about Govan.
Associate.
All right, you say associate, is he younger?
Listen close.
Govan.
Hernandez Govan Quick. We know him by Quick.
Okay, who is Quick?
Associate.
All right, you say associate, is he younger or older than you?
Older.
What neighborhood is he hanging out in?
Orange Mound.
Does he live over there?
Yes, sir, he did.
Do you know what street his house is on?
Bradley.
You familiar with that street?
Yes, sir.
Did you ever buy drugs from Mr. Govan?
Yes, I brought ecstasy pills.
Okay, would he sell you ecstasy pills?
Boy, he is throwing Govan right up under the bus, man.
You ever heard the term like old head?
Nah.
Okay. Would you
What's up with
consider
it,
him
Karen?
sort of an older criminal figure in the neighborhood?
Yeah, I call him like a bro.
Okay. Did you have another guy in that neighborhood you used to hang out with too?
Yeah, Big Bobby.
Big Bobby. Is that Bobby Carter?
Bobby Carter, yes, sir.
How often would you be over there on Bradley Street?
I know that's just about every day.
Okay. So this is a hangout area, and you would buy ecstasy from Quick.
Quick, which is Hernandez
How was it
Govan.
you met Justin through Quick?
What's up, CB?
You know, like, being around, basically. Being around.
Would Justin
What's
be
up, JB?
around Quick too?
Yeah, he'll be around quick.
Do you know why Justin would be around Quick?
They look at each other like brothers, like, brothers, and then just rap or whatever.
All right. You knew Justin to be a rapper?
Yeah,
Did you know his rap name?
straight drop.
And did you know Quick to be involved in, I guess, the rap business or something?
He called himself.
Okay.
Dolph called, man, that fateful day, guys. Double tap that screen, get the likes up.
A negotiator.
So this is basically Cornelius Smith, you know, giving the whole everything that went into unaliving Dolph, guys, you know, into where they put this footage up of that fateful day at Makita's Cookies when Dolph was unalive, man. Long live Dolph, man. This is crazy.
Okay. Do you know whether or not he was trying to negotiate for straight drop?
Yeah, he's trying to get him a deal.
Okay. Do you know who he was trying to get him a deal with?
Big Juke and them, got in them.
All right.
Got him
You
them.
said Big Joke, is that correct?
Got him them. Lord have mercy, man. They ain't looking
Okay.
good for
Do you know who he
CMG.
was trying to get him a deal with?
Big Juke and them, got in them.
All right. You said Big Joke, is that correct?
Yeah,
You ever heard of the music label CMG?
yeah,
Is that Big Jokes?
yeah, Big Juke and them.
And his brother, right?
Yeah,
His brother's Gotti, is that correct?
yeah.
Wow.
Before this day, which is in November of 2021, about how long had you been knowing Justin?
3 months.
A few months. About how many times do you think you'd been around him?
Couple times we went to the club together.
CB, this is Cornelius Smith when he basically told the whole plot that went into unaliving Dolph. This is the snitch in the case, which is Cornelius. You know, where basically he told them that Quick, which is Govan, basically offered to pay both of them $50,000 a piece, coming from CMG, Big Jook. So this is his testimony where he implicated and told on Justin and Govan.
No, we've been around each other a couple times.
Okay. And for the record, I know that it's a formality, but for the record, can you point him out in the courtroom and tell me what he's wearing and stuff?
Yeah, the young brother over there with the button-down shirt, blue and white button-down shirt.
If the record should reflect
that
the defendant, Mr. Justin Johnson, Your Honor.
Let the record reflect that the witness has identified the defendant in court.
So how did you get to be with Justin Johnson this day on November 17th, 2021?
We knew that, you know.
Yeah, so it was over.
At
this point, when Cornelius took that stand, you already know that Justin Johnson, aka Straight Drop, knew it was over, man. He knew it was over.
So
who had a hit on whose head?
Big Jook had a hit on Dolph's head or whatnot. So
how do you know that Big Jook had a hit on Dolph's head?
Cause Quick had told me about it.
Quick, which is Govan.
How much money was it supposed to be?
100,000 on Dolph's head.
And
100,000.
Had you agreed to do this hit?
Yes, sir.
Had Justin agreed to do this hit?
Yes, sir.
We all going to do it together?
Yeah, they been on it, do it. Yeah.
Was there any arrangements as far as splitting money or anything?
Yeah, me and him supposed to be giving Quick 10,000 apiece.
All right, so you and him are going to give Govan.
At this point, this is when you know it's over, man. It's time to just hang it up, man. Y'all work on that like button, man. Double tap that screen and click those 3 dots, hit that thumbs up. Most definitely subscribe to the channel if you're new. We're most definitely listening to Cornelius Smith, throw Justin Johnson and Hernandez Govan under the bus in the Young Dolph unaliving, man, while we wait on them to start the actual trial for Govan.
10,000 apiece?
Yeah.
And how much were you going to get?
I was getting 40, he was getting 40.
Okay.
What's up, honey
Had
love?
you spoken with Justin about this?
Yeah, we had been talking about it.
Okay. This was not something that just happened this day, but something that was in the process for weeks?
Yeah,
How did y'all hook up this day, if you remember?
he had pulled up to get me. He came and got me or whatever.
Where did he get you from?
He got me from my father's house.
Where's your father's house?
Out of Lamont Sims.
Orange Mound area?
Yeah.
Had either you called him or he called you or anything like
He
this?
had called me the first time I missed the call.
Y'all know what messed me up when this dude said that Justin came and got him on his daughter's birthday to go unalive Young Dolph. Boy, that is just crazy. Wow, why would you do that? Why would he go? It's your baby birthday and you gonna go out and commit a crime? Lord, have mercy, Jesus.
Basically, they were pulling up because we already knew what was going on.
When you say you already knew what was going on, you already knew that this is about?
Yeah, because we knew they were doing a turkey drive, so we was actually on our way to Westwood.
Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel if you're new.
Had you and Justin talked about this particular day before?
Like, nah, not the specific day. Like, we just knew that it was turkey drive going every day that week.
Okay. You knew that, the fair said you knew Dolph was involved in these turkey drives this week before Thanksgiving?
Yeah, we didn't know we were going to catch him, but we knew he did his artist. Everybody had a hit on the game. Everybody had a price on the game.
Everybody in PRE had a price on their head. Boy, that's crazy.
From Jook?
Yeah, from Jook.
Coming directly from Big Jook, a.k.a. Yo Gotti brother. You know what I'm saying? What in the entire world is going on? That ain't us switched it to August 19th. Man, what is we doing?
And that was going to be y'all's business this week?
Yeah, that was our evening.
When he arrived at the house, do you remember what he was driving?
White Mercedes-Benz.
Okay, had you seen that car before?
Nah, I ain't never saw that car.
Did you get in the car with him?
Yeah, I got him.
Was there anybody else in the car?
Nah, it was just me and Jesse.
Were there any guns in the car?
Yeah, they was on the back seat in the bag.
Do you remember what kind of guns they were?
A Draco, handgun.
Okay. And Draco, Memphis, some type of bigger semi-automatic weapon, is that right?
Yeah.
And then a handgun? Do you remember what you were wearing that day?
I had on some gray sweatpants, orange and white Jordan 1, and a blue Gap hoodie.
A blue Gap hoodie?
With a do-rag on.
With the do-rag on. Did y'all have gloves?
I had my own glue.
You had your own gloves?
Yeah, his own glue.
When you got in the car, did you have your gloves on?
Nah, I ain't have my gloves on.
You said Justin had his own gloves?
Yeah, he had his gloves on. Some black gloves.
He had his black gloves on before he picked you up?
Yeah.
Does he get out of his car and pick you up, or do you go up to the car? How's that work?
Nah, I got out the house, came out the house, got on in the car.
Okay. Off to do the mission.
Yeah, do a mission, try to catch somebody.
Try to catch one of the rappers?
Yeah, one of them.
At the Turkey Drive in Westwood.
In Westwood, yeah.
Alright. What happens after y'all get in the car?
Oh, we went back on Bradley Street. He got some out of, I think they were like a expedition truck that he had parked on Bradley Street. And then we took the back street. We was at Lamar Airways. We at the light.
So he picks up, let me get this right. He picks
So
you
now
up
he's
in the
walking
Mercedes,
us through the day that they
that you
unalive.
go to Bradley Street.
Young Dolph,
And
guys.
is there Expedition already there?
Yeah, expedition already there. Parked in the yard.
Do you know who parked that Expedition there?
I guess he did.
Okay, we're not allowed to guess in here.
Ah, well,
Okay. So
nah,
was
I ain't see him parking though.
Okay.
I don't see him.
And what color was it?
White.
A white Expedition.
Yeah, white.
Did y'all do anything when y'all went to Bradley Street at that point?
He got something out the truck and then jumped back in the car.
I got you. So he gets out of the Mercedes at Bradley Street, goes into the Expedition and gets something.
Yeah.
And comes back.
Come back.
Do you know what he got?
Nah, I don't know.
Are y'all talking at this point?
Nah, we wasn't talking, like, cause he was on the phone at first, then he hung it up. But we wasn't talking really.
Now, y'all were cool with each other, is that right? You and Justin?
Nah,
He gets back in the white Mercedes?
yeah, he get big in the white Mercedes, and we take the back street, and Gentry and stuff to,
Man, he telling it all, Jared, everything.
Get on the expressway, going to the expressway.
Okay. Bradley to Dedrick, is that what you said?
Yeah.
And then y'all are going to get on the express.
Cornelius Smith broke this case wide open, guys. He told everything he knew. We need 40 more likes to hit 200, man. Double tap that screen, get the likes up. Subscribe to the channel if you new.
Yeah, we couldn't get on the expressway on Airways.
Okay, but when this is Airways that we see.
Yeah, it's Airways.
Okay. What happens once y'all get to Airways?
We at the light. Dolph and them come clean across the light.
How'd y'all know it was Dolph?
Everybody know, how he caught you, on T cars and stuff.
Yeah, people in Memphis knew about that rap, right?
Yeah.
That camouflage white and green and blue rap. That surprised you? See him like that?
Yeah.
Did you say anything or did Justin say anything?
We was like, there go Dolph right now.
All right, what did y'all do?
We received the trailer. Received the trailer.
So y'all are following him on Airways?
Yeah, right over the street.
Now, nobody snitched on you.
You
If
saw
y'all
the first
stop
part of this video, didn't you?
your brothers, absolutely.
Did you see him pull off here to the cookie
Man, he
store?
told everything.
Yeah, he pulled in the cookie store.
What'd y'all do?
We made the block. Came with the bag boy. I jumped out. We started shooting.
All right, well, let's back up here though. We saw him pull off of Airways to here, is that right?
Yeah.
R.I.P. Dolph,
Can you see
man.
my little pointer?
Drop them dolphins in
Y'all
the
be
chat.
traveling this direction on Airways, is that right? Then did y'all do a crazy U-turn or anything, or what'd y'all do?
Nah, we came with the back street.
Following the clickers is what y'all did?
Yeah.
Okay.
We went to the light, made the loop around.
Did you see him get out of his car like this?
Nah, I ain't seen him get out the car.
Man, that's crazy. Get back in. Hey, kind of reminds you of like watching a movie where you like, man, Dolph, get back in the car and drive off. Get back in the car and drive off. But knowing that we can't rewind time, man, it's sad, man. Dolph unalive for like $1,400, man, out of 100,000. Sad, 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 man. Long live Dolph, man. I see them dolphins in the chat, man. Long live Dolph, man. This is crazy. They blurred it out for a reason. You know, we're not able to show, you know, graphic material, so it's blurred out. But we seen the actual court date. We know exactly what took place right now, guys. It's crazy. Get that like, get the likes up. There they go. It's crazy, man.
We're gonna back up. I might wanted to, back up a little bit. All right. First guy out of the car. Who's that?
It's me.
That's you. Which one of the guns do you have?
I got the little Draco stab gun.
Okay, that's that semi-automatic weapon, is that right?
Yeah.
You ever shot that thing before?
Nah, I ain't never shot that.
Okay. You can proceed, Irish.
Man, just having relived that. Just imagine being a family member inside that courtroom, having to relive this day, man. Crazy, y'all.
All right, now back it up again. Miss Iris, if you would.
Y'all know what's taking place right here.
Back it up for
We all seen it in real time in the courtroom that day.
All right, who's the second?
Long live Dolph, man.
It's just.
He's got the smaller handgun, is that right?
Yeah, bad baseball, bad pro baseball.
What's up, Mel One?
You're firing this crazy thing. What you see?
Man, from what I see, Mel One, I think that he's gonna tell everything he know. If Gotti had any kind of involvement, he telling on Gotti, and he most definitely gonna have to tell on Juke. That's a given right there, my guy.
I won't feel nothing at the time, but I ain't gonna let it.
He said he wasn't feeling nothing at the time, but let's fast forward a little bit.
I don't remember.
Shout out to you for that gift, amazingly beautiful.
The FaceTime call with Juke has happened. What do y'all do? Where y'all headed? What y'all saying?
The infamous FaceTime call with Juke, man. It looked real bad for CMG, man. I asked earlier, do y'all think if they convict quick, which is Govan, could there be a RICO in the works for Yo Gotti and CMG, man? It ain't looking good.
Actually, put gas in the expedition truck first in the University Memphis area. Then he was trying to find, Justin was trying to find somebody at the house we could go, so, you know, we get cleaned up or whatnot.
All right, you needed some medical attention or something.
Yeah, he had called one of his partners, Justin had called one of his partners.
This is the build-up to the Hernandez trial. This is Cornelius. This is Justin Johnson's trial when Cornelius told the whole plot, how much money they were looking to get paid, you know, which was $100,000, how much money they actually received, and where the whole hit on Dolph's life came from concerning Big Juke. Yeah, this is what we watching right now. I don't know what's going on with Hernandez first day of trial. You know, something done went crazy and they changed it to the 19th, guys. It said August 19th at 8:45. Earlier, we all been watching the news. It said it was supposed to be today, but they done changed it for some unknown reason.
Bring me a wound kick or whatever.
Do you know who we called?
I don't know who we called.
What's up, Ashley?
Do you have your phone with you during this?
Nah, my phone, I had left my phone in the bin, in the state of bin.
All right, so when you got in the bins from your house, did you have your phone with you?
Yeah, I had my phone. I put it in the glove department.
Okay. When you got out to shoot Dolph like we saw, do you have your phone with you?
Nah, it was in the glove department of the Bean.
Okay. Had you
Most
put it
definitely
in the
some
glove
dummies,
department so it
man, for
wouldn't be
real.
on you?
Yeah, I put it in.
But you forgot.
Yeah.
We need 14
So
more
when
likes
you
to
and
have
Justin
200 likes. Can we
expedition, you
get
don't have
200
your
on the
phone, but he
board,
has
man?
his.
We need 200 on the board. 14 more
Is he
people
able to
double
make
tap that
contact with
screen.
somebody to figure out how to get stuff or where to go?
Oh, he had called one of his cousins. He said whose house we went over in Whitehaven, so we could clean up, change clothes or whatnot. And Quit had called like, man, y'all gotta clean this stuff up. Quit had called. And I was like, man, get my phone at the car. Get my phone at the car. Left my phone in the car. So he was like, all right, we need to move this car. That's what Quit was saying.
So we talked to
That's what GoVan was
Juke
saying.
right
GoVan
after.
is Quest, guys.
But Quet too.
Yeah.
And do you remember whether or not the conversations with Quet happened before y'all got to his cousin's apartment or after?
Yeah, I can't recall.
Okay. But it was all close together.
Yeah, it was all close.
And tell me again what Quet said during these conversations?
Yeah, we had to like get rid of that car. We had to move that car, get rid of it.
Because y'all had put this car in the driveway on Bradley, right?
Yeah, right across the street from your house.
Right across the street from where Quet lives.
Right.
He said y'all need to move this.
Yeah, we gotta burn that junk up. Gotta get rid of it.
Y'all were busy trying to get yourselves taken care of though.
Yeah, we went, you know, we changed clothes with him.
Look at Justin's face, guys. He knew at this moment it was over. It's over, dog. It ain't nothing you gonna be able to do to weasel your way up out of this, man. You got your co-defendant on the stand, pointed you out to the jury and said that you had everything to do with it, and I'm most definitely guessing that he's gonna do the same thing with GoVan. He gonna point him out and say that he was the mastermind. He set all this up, and they were looking to get paid through him from Big Juke. Let's talk about it.
I had whole peroxide on me and wrapped myself up, and I had to text my girl to come get me. Text her the address off of Justin phone to come get me.
What's up,
Nick?
Nick?
There, but you said that Justin had contacted his cousin about going to her place. Is that right?
Yeah.
Is that Kiana Hopper?
Yeah.
Did y'all in fact go to her place?
Correct.
When y'all went to her place, what car were y'all in?
We was in the White Expedition.
When y'all get to her place, what?
Ben, your sister didn't think I was whack. You know what I'm saying? When she called me on the phone and told me to come over her house while you over there hating. Let's get Ben on the first rocket ship right up out of here. He just got deported. Ben, we'll see you later, dog. You know what I'm saying? Grab you a rocket out the chat and ride on it, you know, to a place where you never return. You know what I'm saying? Block him. He just got deported. We'll holler at you, dog. Go find you somewhere else to get you some commentary with your good hating self.
Y'all do.
Well, we need to change clothes, and we was in there. She had helped me for a minute before the wound kicked in. She was helping me out or whatever. We changed clothes, and the wound kicked in. I was able to, you know, put a bandage on it and stuff like that.
Oh no. Yeah.
I want to show you a video.
Yeah, amazingly beautiful. We ain't timing out nothing. It's straight block over here. You get blocked, you get deported. I got more rockets than Elon Musk and it's a mass deportation situation over here. We will get you gone. You ain't have a green card anyway. We'll holler at you. Most definitely long live Dolph.
See that person there?
Yeah.
He pointing out everybody. Let's go, Chad T. Fast forward his son.
I'm driving.
This woman that we had seen earlier that lost back, is that Justin's cousin?
Yeah, it's her.
Done got hit up all for $800, man.
Driver
It's
just
crazy.
got out. Who's that?
It's me.
You got your shirt all messed up, don't you?
Yeah.
Why is that
I'm bleeding. I'm shot.
in the shoulder?
Yeah.
And we saw somebody get out of the passenger side, is that right?
Yeah, that's just.
Alright, you can play a little further.
What's up, Red Nose?
Gray sweatpants, black hoodie, and that hat we saw is Justin, is that correct?
Correct.
Same outfits that y'all were wearing during the murder?
Correct.
Y'all go inside, tell me what y'all do once y'all get inside.
We go to chain clothes. We chain clothes. We ain't talk too much to her about nothing that went down or nothing like this.
Alright.
But we had chain clothes over there.
Tell me about your shoulder.
Oh, I was bleeding. Like, I was bleeding.
Justin know it's over. He know it's over.
Put on my shoulder. Or in the wound.
Boy, you ain't taking no notes. Justin over there drawing pictures. You know what I'm saying? Boy, look at that face. That's the face of a defeated man right there, man. You know it's over. You know, he wrote, probably he was writing down, you know, I'll never be free again. That's what he wrote in that notebook. Because at that point right there, he knew it was over. When Cornelius got on that stand, that was the end of the road, like Boys to Men. He got that sad look on his face. Yeah, I know, man. Game over.
So I was able to bandage that joint up.
Wound kit. Did you say pulled up or came up? Is that right?
Yeah.
Had Justin gone outside?
Yeah, he went outside to get the bag.
Why he over there acting like he writing down some notes? Nah, boy, you over there doodling on that paper. You just drawing circles and squares and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Saying he wrote down, my life is over. It is.
Play that next video.
It's over. Oh, there we go.
Do you know whose charger this is?
To the end of the road. All right, let me fix it too. He knew it was over right then. Yeah, that's crazy. Unaliving a celebrity for $1,800. Ha!
You see that man that came out?
Yeah.
Who's that?
It's Jesse.
He's taking off the hoodie, is that right?
Taking off a hoodie?
He doesn't have the hoodie on anymore, does he?
Nah. We had chain clothes.
What are these things in his hand?
Oh, that's the wound kit.
Make sure you misspell your cuss words in the chat. And we almost got away with it. Almost, until they offered Cornelius that deal. And Cornelius said, I want to go home, man. I want to go home. And told on everybody.
adventure. I love how there's a surprise around every corner. Except when I'm surprised with a sudden allergy attack. Luckily, I've got Claritin D to attack back.
Let's get you on mute, dog. Them boys threw their lives away for a little bit of nothing. Think about it, y'all. 1,800, rest of their life in jail, and they got hit up. You know what I'm saying? They also got hit by gunfire. That ain't worth $1,800. That ain't worth $1,800 to me. Yeah, it wasn't even worth $100,000, $50,000, none of that. Cause now you gotta sit the rest of your life behind bars. You big dummies.
Like a yellow, looks like a piece of clothing or something. Is that right?
Yeah.
And then the wound care bags?
Yeah.
Does he come back in the apartment?
Yeah, he come back in with the wound care. The wound kit.
And then wound care wise, what happens in there?
Oh, clean me up. Yeah, clean each other up really good. Yeah, got scraped on the back. I can see it though. Yeah, clean.
You really got shot.
Yeah, I got shot.
He had a scrape?
Yeah, he got scraped on the back.
So Cornelius took a bullet, and Justin, which you see on the screen, got grazed. All of that, plus life sentences for $1,800. Wow.
After y'all get patched up, y'all leave the apartment?
I had text my girl from his phone and sent her that.
Make sure y'all subscribing to the channel if you're new, man. Most definitely double tap that screen. That's how you hit the like button.
When y'all talked to Quet and he told y'all to move the car,
quick as go van, guys.
Did you tell him anything about your phone?
Yeah, I told him to get my phone at the glove department. And he told me to meet him over at the car wash to get my phone or whatever.
Okay. We can play the video of y'all leaving now. Does your girlfriend in fact come to pick you up?
What's up, Pretty Problems, Nisha?
Who's in the yellow hoodie?
Yeah, Justin in the yellow hoodie. And me with the black.
That's them walking up out the apartment after they bandaged themselves up.
And then Kiana again, is that right?
Yeah.
You're walking over here, what are you walking to?
I'm walking my girl truck, it just pulled up.
Okay. Is that a Chevy Trax, is that right?
It's 120 Chevy Trax.
Crazy, y'all.
Hello?
the end of the day, was it really worth it? You got 1,800 out of 100,000. But even if you would have got the 50,000 apiece, was it worth it? Once y'all got caught and had to go behind them bars. I bet they thought they had it all planned out to where they was gonna get away. You didn't get away.
At the car wash.
Is that Pressure World?
Yeah.
Did you in fact meet him there?
Yes.
What happened when you met him there?
Oh, I got my phone from him, and he was telling me that he heard that Dolph had shot one of us, because I had told him out heat. He told me that he heard that Dolph had shot one of us, and that one of our blood was on the scene. He had me that we have our face masks on and stuff.
You tell me you had your mask on?
So they talking about Govan relaying the messages to them of what he's seeing on the news, you know, and what he's hearing in the streets about one of them allegedly being hit up, right? So basically Govan was hands-on with what was going on with Dolph, you know, basically making sure, you know, that they hid the car, they wiped the fingerprints down, you know, did one of them get injured, did y'all bandage y'allself up, basically keeping them informed on what was going on, playing his part within the whole Dolph unaliving, man. It's crazy.
He shot one of you, was it?
Nah.
It was actually the brother.
Right.
Did you tell him that at the time?
Nah, I ain't know.
How long, was that the extent of the conversation you had with Quet at the time?
It was third, and then I had left, and he had called my phone, and he was like, he need to holler at me about something else. And he was finna pull up on me over my dad's house real fast. So I waited for him.
From the car wash, do you remember where you went?
I went to my dad's house.
Okay. And did he pull up at your dad's house?
Yeah, he pulled up at my dad's house.
Did y'all have a second conversation there?
Yeah, we had a second conversation, and I had asked him to give me some more money, so I give me some more pills.
Did he give you some more money?
Yeah.
Was there anything else related in that second conversation about Dolph's murder or?
He was just saying we just gotta get rid of the car. He was saying we gotta get rid of the car and stuff.
So Govan was telling them they gotta get rid of the car. The car is the Mercedes that they used when they basically pulled up to Makita's and unalived Dolph. The vehicle that they were in. Quest was telling them, man, Govan was telling them, man, y'all gotta get rid of that whip, man. If y'all don't, that's how they gonna catch y'all.
Quet was saying that y'all need to get rid of the car.
Yeah, we gotta get rid of the car.
That it was y'all's problem?
Yeah, it really was everybody's problem. He was just need to give us the key to that car so we can get rid of the car.
Okay. Justin had the keys to the Mercedes?
Yeah.
Now when Justin left, did he tell you where he was going?
Nah, he ain't tell me exactly where you going, but he supposed to got up with Juke and got back up with me.
Got up with Juke. That's Yo Gotti brother for y'all that don't know, CMG. Man, I heard their names a whole lot. They even implicated CMG as paying for the lawyers for Cornelius and Justin. That's crazy.
Do you know whether or not he actually did get up with Joe?
I don't know.
When Justin left in the expedition, where were the guns?
They was in the truck.
In the truck? In the expedition?
Yeah.
Do you know what happened with those guns?
I don't know.
Have you ever seen them again at all?
I ain't even see Justin no more.
Did Justin ever tell you what he did with the guns?
Nah.
Did Quet ever tell you what happened with the guns?
Nah.
Now remember, every time y'all hear quick, they talking about Hernandez Govan.
You back at your dad's house, but you've been shot in the shoulder. How are you feeling?
It's still like I'm messed up, but I'm trying to go get these pills. So I pop pills anyway, so I know where to snap at. I know how to snap at.
Did you find some pills?
Yeah.
Did you take your pills?
Yeah.
Do you remember that night? Did you sleep good? Sleep bad? How were you?
I had passed out these night. I had blacked out in the bathroom from too much blood or whatever. But my girl had got me back up and stuff like that.
Were you worried about your physical condition?
I wasn't worried because I knew as long as I wasn't bleeding out the mouth, that I was okay. As long as I ain't no blood coming from my mouth, I'm straight. I've been shot before, so I was straight. So.
Was your girl worried about you?
Yeah, she was worried. She was worried. I was just trying to get my money.
Were you afraid that the police maybe knock on your door?
Nah, I wasn't thinking about none of it, to be honest with you, because, I thought, if the car was going to be out the way, stuff like that, like...
Yeah, you weren't worried about none of that. You thought y'all was going to get away, but it didn't happen like that.
I wasn't worried about none of it. I ain't going to even lie to you.
This was a car that wasn't connected to you.
Nah, I wasn't car that...
Y'all wore gloves.
Yeah, we had them gloves.
The guns were gone.
Right.
This happened really fast.
Yeah.
In and out.
Ain't nobody expecting me, so...
Ain't nobody
with them.
Expecting it to be, is that what you said?
I wasn't beefing with them.
And that's true. You didn't have a beef with Dolph, did you?
I ain't even know Dolph. I ain't even had no beef with nobody.
You never met him a day in your life?
I never met him a day in my life. I just wanted the money.
And we can call what y'all did here whatever we want to call it, but you're not a professional hitman or anything, are you?
Nah, I ain't none of it.
But y'all got offered money.
Yeah, offered money.
By somebody more powerful than y'all.
Yeah.
$40,000 is a lot of money to you.
At the time it was, it ain't.
He said $40,000 is a lot of money to you. No, $50,000 is what he said that they were offered. I don't know where the lawyer came. I mean, the prosecutor came with $40,000. They only got $1,800 out the whole deal. It's supposed to be $100,000. Boy, you boys are slow. I would have told him to give my money up front.
Time, it was my condition. It was.
In 2021, when you were on the streets, ecstasy, oxycodone, and your son had died some months before. $40,000 was a lot of money to you.
It was at the time.
Even to do this bad thing.
Yeah, at the time it was.
After we go our separate ways, do you stay in touch? Do you and Justin stay in touch?
Well, I'll hit him up or whatever, trying to see what my money was.
Alfredo say Govan took 20 G's of that money, okay?
Too hot right now. He gonna get with us and all that, too hot. Then, I had, like, when they found the car, before they found the car, they had gave me some money to buy a car cover to cover the joint up.
Because this car, you're talking about the white Mercedes?
Yeah, the white Mercedes.
It's left in the driveway of Bradley, is that right?
Yeah, Justin had somebody to push it back then. It was in the back then.
Okay, so it went from the driveway of Bradley
to the backyard.
To the backyard of Bradley.
Yeah.
But it was still just sitting there.
Yeah, so Quick gave me some money to buy a car cover the joint up. Same day they found it.
Had, up to that point, other than it being pushed in the back, first of all, did you push it in the back?
So Govan gave him money to cover up the car the same day that they found it. Wow. Govan, yeah, his hands is dirty. I don't even know why he chose to take it to trial. They offered him a plea agreement. He turned it down. But man, when this dude right here take the stand again and start talking about all the stuff that you did, it's over, man. I don't even know why you chose to take it to trial. Ain't no weaseling out of this, Govan.
Somebody else.
Nah, somebody else pushed him back.
Did you go back to the car at all?
Yeah, I went back and wiped it out. Called myself wiping me down.
Cleaning it.
Yeah, clean.
So you were worried that maybe you left evidence in there?
Yeah, I was worried. Because I know I opened the door with no gloves on.
And when you cleaned it off, was it daytime or nighttime?
It was nighttime.
So your nighttime on Bradley,
yeah,
cleaning out this Mercedes.
Shot everything, yup. Shot it in.
You been shot in the shoulder.
Yeah.
When you cleaned it down, was it still in the driveway or was it in the
Nah,
back?
it was in the backyard when I cleaned it down.
So it had already been pushed to the back?
Yeah.
Did you take it?
All right.
Nah, I ain't taking no nip.
Wiped it down and left.
Yeah, wipe.
Okay, we might got action. We just might got action over here. Hold on.
And look.
You were describing staying in touch with Justin, is that right?
Yeah.
To your knowledge, was he still in town?
This is inside the courtroom of Go Van, guys.
And you had mentioned the money, is that correct?
Yeah.
And he had told you that Joke said it was too hot right now.
Yeah, it was too high right now.
But
so they 42 fakers.
Your money?
Yeah, I just wanted my money. I did the job, I just wanted my money.
Now, could you have gone to Joke and tried to get your money?
Nah.
Did you know him at all?
I had met with him, but I ain't have no number on him.
How many times had you met with Joe?
Just one time at Quit House.
At Quet's house?
Yeah, Quit House.
And when did that happen? Before or after Dolph was killed?
It was before.
When that happened, was there conversation about these hits?
So I guess now we're waiting on Go Van to enter the courtroom.
You know, just telling who out here to pray, how much everybody had on their head and stuff like that. And Juke was just like agreeing, like, you know what I'm saying? He made her take our phone outside first before he started doing any talking.
Who all was there for this meeting at Quet's house?
It was just me, Quit, and Juke.
You, Quet, and Joke.
If you really want to meet, I had pulled up about some extra years, and Juke was already in there.
Gotcha.
And Quit had started talking, you know what I'm saying, like, you see, I heard.
All right, we got action, guys.
Phones outside. So he said our phone outside.
They came back in?
Yeah, nah. Quit took the phones outside in church.
So when he say Quest, he's talking about this guy, Hernandez Go Van.
At that time when you met with Joke, is that the first time that anybody's talked about money on Dolph's head?
Now, the first time, it was just Quit by himself.
So this had come up before with Quet,
Yeah.
and then comes up again with Quet and with Joke there.
Right.
When did you, in that timeline, so first just Quet, next Quet and Joke.
Right.
When did you met Justin in that timeline?
Oh, you like right around the same time, you know what I'm saying?
As the first time when it was just Quet, or the second time when it was Quet and Joke?
Like, in between the first and the second time, I had, like, Quit had put me and Justin together, basically.
Okay.
That's how I met him. Quit.
Joke's the money man calling the shots.
Yeah.
Quet puts you and Justin together.
Right.
And you and Justin are cool with each other. And interact with each other over the months.
There you go. Hold on. Key point.
At Granger, we're for the ones who pay attention to every little detail. The ones who fuss.
You're trying to get your money.
Right.
Hold on. Listen to what he said.
Months. You said at least 5 times.
Yeah, something.
You're trying to, now we're back after the murder, you're trying to get your money.
Right.
You're having conversations with Justin, is that correct?
Yeah, I was taking his phone like, you know what I'm
He
saying?
said he most definitely implicated Go Van as being the mastermind.
Are there times that you're trying to communicate with Justin, and in fact you're communicating with somebody else?
I ain't know it, you know what I'm saying? At the time, I ain't know.
Okay. Did you come to find out that Jamarcus Johnson had Justin's phone after the murder?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I found that out. I got locked up.
When you were communicating with Justin, okay, these times when Jamarcus had his phone and doing 3-way stuff or whatever, what was the substance of those conversations?
Well, the first time I was on the way back from Atlanta, he said he had got a little package from his homeboy so we could have some money in our pocket or whatever. And I was coming back from Atlanta, so I like, I like 2 hours out. So I like, man, I don't want to just put it in the mailbox. So he said he had a letter with it too. And I know it'd be too many folks in my dad's neighborhood, so they'll be seeing what put in the mailbox and go back. So I told him to give it to the lady next door, who like a grandma figure to me or whatever, and he gave her $500 in a letter.
$500.
$500 in a letter.
Obviously, you're supposed to get $40,000.
Right.
But you $500 in a letter.
You saying right here, yeah.
And what was the substance of the letter?
That's crazy.
Saying that Juke said if we get caught up, he gonna make sure we had the best lawyers and all that other stuff.
Juke, CMG being
And his first
implicated.
payment is when you get back from Atlanta.
Yeah.
How did you got into Atlanta?
Me and my girl had went out there. After like after they found the cop. We went on out there.
Okay. Get scarce.
Yeah. I got scared. I got on them.
Did y'all drive out there?
Yeah, we drove out there.
Stay in a hotel?
Yeah, stayed in a hotel.
About how long were you gone?
I was gone a couple days. I ain't had any more money on me. Ain't had any more money.
Run out of money, you gotta come back.
Yeah, I gotta come back.
And you come back, you pick up that money from the old woman?
$500.
Yeah, I picked up the money from her, and I saw how much it was. I'm like, hell no. You know what I'm saying? Like, $500.
You could spend that on pills in one day, okay?
Yeah, it's over with. Yeah, I can bet it.
What'd you do with the letter?
I flushed down the toilet at the hotel room.
Alright, is that the only time you got any money from Justin?
Nah, a couple days later, I was in the city or whatever, and he was saying that he was gonna have his folks pull up on me, bring me some money or whatever, hold me down. So I'm thinking he been pulled up about 20, 30,000 leave, you know what I mean? But I had my girl to get out the cop, and she met the person that was driving on the street or whatever. I had her to have her face mask on, and she said they had their face masks on, so we don't know who it was, but they gave her $300.
So he got $800, guys.
This is from Justin's folks. Alright, so now we've been paid about $800.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Is there any other payment coming?
Nah, all the payments stopped, man.
All the payments stopped.
Everything stopped.
Is there any time that you or your girlfriend or anybody received a large payment?
Nah.
That's crazy.
How much longer passes until you're arrested about?
Probably about a week after I had saw that when I saw Quick. He was telling me that we had to meet up at the restaurant or whatever to get up with Juke, get my money or whatever.
Alright, so tell me about this again, I'm sorry.
I was in South Memphis to give me some pills.
South Memphis, okay.
And I ran into Quick. He was going one way, I was going the opposite way.
So he's talking about Govan right now.
To the side, because Bobby had OD. So I would give him my condolences and stuff too.
We had talked earlier about this guy. You hung out on Bradley Street a lot.
Yeah.
And so did another guy named Bobby Carter, is that right? And he was a friend to you?
Yeah, they were my associate.
And he was a friend or maybe even a relative to Mr. Govan?
Yeah.
And he had actually died.
No payment up front, barbecue.
Go ahead. So
he got $800.
I was giving my condolences because, you know, they said they were like brothers. So I was giving my condolences about Bobby ODing or whatever. And he was like, man, he gonna get my money. He gonna get my money. He like, when the last time I spoke to Justin? I like, man, it's been a minute. And he was like, police had just ran in Justin's spot or whatever, and I need to get rid of my phone and all that. And he asked me for a number on me so he could get with me.
And that is
talking about
Govan, right? We started with this conversation the day before so that you were arrested, is that right? So we've come full circle on that. I have some still shots and photographs I want to pass to you. Ask you what's in here, Mr. Smith. Council signature on it. What am I looking at there, Mr. Smith?
Photo of me and Justin.
And you?
Shooting at Dolph.
Alright. Can you place that face down on that table next to you?
Well, he told it all.
Photo of me and Justin running away from the shoot after we got done shooting at Dolph.
Running back to that white Mercedes?
Running back to the car.
You can place that down on top of that.
Thank you, lies everywhere.
Photo of me and Justin in Whitehaven, going to get cleaned up after the shooting.
Part of that video we watched? And are you the one with the messed up shirt?
Yeah, I got my shirt up. I got my hood up. My blue
for the
hood up.
gifts.
I got one of my arms. His arm, I ain't leaning down like this because I'm shot.
Put that face down.
What's up, Scorpions? God is now. You ain't late.
It's the house on Bradley where we parked the car across the street from the courthouse.
You place that down.
Well, Barbecue basically said everybody in CMG had a price on their head. I mean, a PRE had a price on their head. And that day when they came to get them, they was going to get somebody, even if it wasn't Dolph.
The car we was in when we saw Dolph and when we did the killing.
And is that when it's in the back of Bradley?
Yeah, this where we was at when I went and wiped it down in the backyard of Bradley Street.
You place that face down. Now this house that was across the street from Quez, had there been a rap video filmed there?
Yeah, Justin had shot a rap video there.
Justin shot a rap video actually in front of that house.
Yeah, in front of the house.
Now, were you actually in the rap video?
Yeah, I was in that video. And Justin, I was money up at the house. In the video.
Alright, can you place that down? I'm sorry.
I just don't see Go Van walking free,
Wearing the same
guys.
outfit as he was during the shooting?
Yeah, size on.
You can place that face down.
Justin on the elevator.
Do anybody out there think that Govan is gonna go free, man? I think they gonna convict this guy and he gonna serve forever in jail, just like the rest of them.
It's just loading up the road.
Loading up to roll. He's got his luggage and he's ready to get out.
Got his money, he got everything.
Find his photograph.
We don't know how many he got, male one.
Big Joke now deceased.
Yeah, he deceased.
I have those marked as stakes and X numbered exhibits.
Okay.
Scorpion Goddess, he most definitely spending forever in there like the rest of them.
First picture is a picture of the man leaving shooting at Dolph. We'll mark that as exhibit number 6. Next picture is the witness and who he is identified as defendant running away from the scene. Exhibit number 7. The next photo is a picture of 3 people with the white expedition parked outside of what appears to be a apartment complex. We'll mark this as exhibit number 8. The next photo is a picture of a house, front yard, driveway to the left of the house with people in the backyard. We'll mark this as exhibit number 9. Next picture is a picture of a white Mercedes. Mark this as exhibit number 10. The next picture is a picture of who's been described as the defendant, Justin Johnson, with an orange baseball cap on, holding a couple of wads of money. We'll mark this as exhibit 11.
Which one?
The next picture is marked as exhibit number 12. The next picture is a picture of who the witnesses described as Justin Johnson standing in the elevator with the black gym shoes on, with the white thing on top, with gray sweatpants on and a dark colored hoodie and the black cap. We'll mark this as exhibit number 13.
Shout out to Liars Everywhere for being a member for the last 3 months. Says he's going to prison. Long live Dolph. Let's talk about it.
As described as Justin Johnson in his yellow sweatshirt standing on the outside of the elevator with packed luggage. We mark this as exhibit number 14. And the next picture is a picture of a gentleman with bald head, hoodie on, with on front of the hoodie is marked CMG, and that's been described as Big Jook by the
CMG, Big Jook.
Marked that as exhibit number 15.
Permission to publish these as I ask him some questions, Your Honor. We're going in order for the record, start with 6. This clicker is very difficult to use. Right here first is this.
That's me.
Gap sweatshirt. Draco.
Yeah, gray pants.
Gloves. Got those Nikes on.
Yeah.
He said that's me.
Orange and white Nikes.
He's telling them everything.
Black sweatshirt, gloves. What kind of hat is it?
A Bass Pro.
What's up,
Miss
blessings be
Justin?
blessings?
Just
And you understand, or do you understand, as you identify these pictures, not only are you saying that Justin's guilty of murder,
right.
on the contract, but you're saying you're guilty too.
Yes, sir.
Isn't that true?
Yes, sir.
All right, we got some action over here. I wonder if she talking. All right, let's get to the business. Let's get to the business. We got action.
And ye shall be heard. The Honorable Judge Jennifer Johnson Mitchell presiding. You may be seated.
All right, so we live at the Hernandez Govan situation. All right, so this is day 1 of Govan situation, man. We got a little pregame from Cornelius, you know, a little refresher. This is what's happening right now. This is live. Double tap that screen. Get the likes up. This is Govan's hearing, guys. His trial.
No, Your Honor, but once they finish, we just need a few seconds to switch out the Elmo.
You mean finish opening statement?
Yeah, once the government does, because I'm sure they'll have slides, I'll have slides too.
That's fine. That's fine. And if I don't remember that, just remind me. Can we just get a couple of minutes?
Well, you don't have any slides though, but.
There's Govan.
And Your Honor, pursuant to motions.
Man, he looked bad. Alright, so this is live, guys. This is inside the courtroom. You know, this is what's going on right now with Hernandez Govan, the accused mastermind behind the hit that was put out against young Dolph, guys.
Alright, we're now in this order, non-prosecuting count 3 against Mr. Govan, the criminal attempt murder as to Mark's or thank you, Mark's.
They need to turn their mics up over there.
Paralegal
Sure. No. Are they here, Ms. Hill? Not at the moment. So we ready to bring the jury in? Yes, sir.
This is the judge that's over the case, guys. Same one as Cornelius and Justin.
I'll let you know when I hear him coming.
In other news, Texas residents are going to be
man, I need to switch it over. Hold up, y'all. We done got a commercial for some reason. I must not be on the right, what's the name? Hold on. Yep, most definitely ain't. I need to switch it over real quick. Hold on. Let me switch it. Do not need any interruptions, guys. There we go. No more interruptions. This is live, guys. They're going to be bringing the jury in at any second. The judge has a blonde hair and a weird edge up, man. I'm watching this live. Absolutely, Scorpion Goddess. This is most definitely live.
Jury entering the courtroom.
The jury is entering the courtroom, guys. This is the trial of the mastermind of the young Dolph unaliving Hernandez Govan.
If you would all stand, raise your right hand so I can administer the oath. When I finish reading this, if you will respond with I do or I will. Do you solemnly swear or affirm to well and truly try the issues that traverse herein, joined between the state of Tennessee and the defendant Hernandez Govan upon a true bill of indictment, charging him with the offenses of conspiracy to commit first-degree murder and first-degree murder, a true deliverance make, and a true verdict render, according to the law and evidence, so help you God. Thank you.
It's going down, y'all.
About what will happen during the course of these proceedings. I I want to describe basically how the trial will be conducted and what the attorneys, jurors, and the judge will be doing over the course of the trial. At the end of the trial, I will give you more detailed instructions on how you are to go about reaching your decision. But now I simply want to explain how the trial will proceed. The defendant has been charged by the state of Tennessee with a violation of state law. The document containing the charges is referred to as an indictment. An indictment is the formal accusation charging a defendant with a crime and is not evidence of anything. The defendant has pled not guilty to these charges. He is presumed innocent and may not be found guilty by you unless, after hearing all of the evidence, attorney's arguments, and instructions of the law, the 12 jurors seated in this case unanimously find that the state has proven its case beyond a reasonable doubt. The first step in the trial will be the attorney's opening statements. The state will tell you about the evidence it intends to present so that you will have an idea what the state's case is about. This opening statement is not evidence. Its only purpose is to help you understand what the evidence will be and what the state will attempt to prove. After the state's opening statement, the defense may make an opening statement if he so chooses. Again, statements of attorneys are not evidence. Next will be the state's case in chief, in which the state will present its evidence.
What's wrong with the side of his face, guys?
Will most likely consist of physical exhibits, documents, and the testimony of witnesses. The witnesses will testify by answering questions asked by the attorneys. After the state completes its case in chief, the defense will be given an opportunity to present evidence through witnesses and exhibits. A defendant is not required to put on any evidence or to testify. The burden is always on the state to convince you that the defendant is guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. If the defense does present proof, the state may then put on what is known as rebuttal proof. After the state's rebuttal proof, the defense may put on further proof. After you have heard all of the evidence, the state and the defense may present final arguments. I previously told you that opening statements by the attorneys are not evidence. Likewise, closing arguments are not evidence. Likewise, in closing arguments, the parties will attempt to summarize their case and help you understand the evidence that was presented. The final part of the trial occurs when I instruct you about the rules of law that you are to use in reaching your verdict. After you hear my instructions, I will excuse the alternate jurors, and the final 12 jurors will leave the courtroom together.
Long live Flipper, man. Long live Dolph.
You will then begin your deliberations to make a decision in the case. Your deliberations will be secret, and you will not be required to explain your verdict to anyone. Now that I have described to you in outline form the trial itself, let me explain the functions that you and I will perform during the trial. I will decide which rules of law apply to the case. My decisions will be reflected in my responses to questions and objections the attorneys raised during the trial, as well as in my final jury instructions. It is your job to determine what the facts are from the evidence. You must then apply the law in my instructions to the facts, and from that application, you will arrive at your verdict.
Make sure y'all subscribing to the channel
if you're new. The state
has
the burden of proving the guilt of the defendant beyond a reasonable doubt. And this burden remains on the state throughout the entire case. Keep in mind that the defendant is presumed to be innocent of the charges against him. Thus, a defendant is not required to prove his innocence, to have his attorney make any statements or arguments, or to produce any evidence.
That's the same
You
one,
as
Reed.
jurors must decide whether the state has proven beyond a reasonable doubt that the defendant has committed the crimes charged in the indictment. You must base that decision only on the evidence in the case and my instructions about the law. An important part of your job will be making judgments about the testimony of the witnesses who testify. You should decide whether you believe what each person says and the importance of his or her testimony. In making that decision, I suggest that you ask yourself a few questions. Did the person impress you as honest? Did he or she have any particular reason not to tell the truth? Did he or she have a personal interest in the outcome of the case? Did the witness seem to have a memory of the events he or she testified about? Did the witness have the opportunity and ability to observe accurately the things he or she testified about? Did he or she appear to understand the question
Yeah, he
clearly
looked bad, guys.
and
Go
answer them
Van looked
directly?
horrible.
Did a witness's testimony differ from the testimony of other witnesses? These are a few of the considerations that will help you determine the accuracy of each witness's testimony. In making up your mind and reaching a verdict, do not base any decision on the fact that there were more witnesses on one side than on the other. Likewise, do not reach a conclusion on a particular point just because more witnesses testify from one side on that point. Your job is to think about the testimony of each witness you heard and decide the facts. Some of you have probably heard the terms circumstantial evidence and direct evidence. These are the two basic types of evidence that exist in law. Direct evidence is direct proof of a fact, such as the testimony of an eyewitness. Circumstantial evidence is proof of facts from which you may infer or conclude that other facts exist. I will give you further instructions on these as well as other matters at the end of the case. Keep in mind that you may consider both kinds of evidence, which are considered to be of equal value in the law. The court will not provide you with a transcript of the testimony at the end of the trial. Therefore, you must listen very carefully to the testimony. Each of you will be allowed to take notes during the trial for your own understanding during your deliberations. You are not required to take notes. Independent memory can be as accurate as written notes. You will be provided paper and pen if you decide to take notes. During the course of the trial, you should not talk with any witness, defendant, or attorney involved in the case. Please do not talk with them about any subject matter whatsoever. If you see anybody in the hallway or at any other location, perhaps the best standing rule is to not say anything. You also should not discuss this case among yourselves until I instruct you on the law and you start deliberating at the end of the case. It is important that you wait until all of the evidence is received and you have heard all of my instructions on the rules of law.
Orange man quick, looking horrible these days.
During the course of the trial, you will receive all of the evidence you may properly consider to decide the case. Because of this, you should not attempt to do any research on your own or gather any information on your own that you think might be helpful. I do not know if there will be any media reports in the newspaper, on TV, or any radio about this particular case. I think there may be. If there are, you are not permitted to read, watch, or listen to these reports. You as jurors must base your decisions solely on the evidence you hear in the courtroom. At times during the trial, an attorney may make an objection to a question that is asked by another attorney or to an answer that a witness gives. This simply means that the attorney is requesting that I make a decision on a particular rule of law. Do not draw
He was the mastermind behind unaliving young Dolph.
Or from my ruling on that objection. My rulings only relate to the legal questions that I must determine and should not influence your thinking. If I sustain an objection for a question, the witness will not be permitted to answer the question. Do not attempt to guess what the answer might have been had the witness been permitted to give it. Similarly, if I tell you not to consider a particular statement that was made, you should put that statement out of your mind, and you may not refer to that statement in your later deliberations. You may not ask questions. It is the responsibility of the attorneys to present the evidence. You must not decide the case. You must decide the case on the evidence presented to you. Finally, during the course of the trial, I may have to interrupt the proceedings to confer with the attorneys about the rules of law that should apply. In some cases, we may have bench conferences in the courtroom outside of your hearing. And in some instances, I may ask you to retire to the jury room while we discuss a matter out of your presence. I will try to avoid as many of these interruptions as possible. We will try to resolve some of these things in the morning before we get started. I ask your patience because these interruptions are necessary points in the trial where we have to resolve legal issues. In the long run, they save time for us all. If after your deliberations, you find the defendant guilty of any offense, the court will set the punishment at a separate sentencing hearing. The jury will not be involved in setting the punishment. This completes my opening comments to you. We will now proceed with the reading of the indictment.
Man, it's over, my guy. You're going to jail forever.
So you do have no pens and papers.
This is the beginning of the end for you, Govan.
They should be under your cushion. Indictment number 2204769. State of Tennessee versus Justin Johnson, also known as Straight Drop, Cornelius Smith, Hernandez Govan, Jermarcus Johnson. Indictment for conspiracy to commit murder first degree, Tennessee Code annotated 3912103, sketch code 31015, Tennessee Code annotated 3913202, sketch code 21015. Witness F. Frias, MPD, summoned for the state. J. Browning, Multi-Agency Gang Unit, J. Browning. A true bill signed Mary Bernard, foreperson of the grand jury, date indictment returned November 10, 2022. State of Tennessee, Criminal Court of Shelby County, September term 2022. Count 1. The grand jurors of the state of Tennessee, duly selected and paneled, sworn and charged to inquire for the body of the county of Shelby, Tennessee, upon their oath present that Justin Johnson, also known as Straight Drop, Cornelius Smith, Hernandez Govan, Jermarcus Johnson, between June 1st, 2021 and March 1st, 2022 in Shelby County, Tennessee, and before the finding of this indictment, did unlawfully, intentionally, with premeditation, and with the intent to commit the offense of first-degree murder, as classified in Tennessee Code annotated 3913202.
against the person of Adolph Thornton Jr. Enter into an agreement with each other to commit the said offense. That said Justin Johnson, also known as Straight Drop, Cornelius Smith, Hernandez
Govan been free this whole time.
Acting for the purpose of promoting or facilitating the commission of the said offense, and agreeing that one or more of them would engage in conduct which would constitute the said offense. In furtherance of the conspiracy of the said conspiracy, one or more of the parties to the conspiracy committed an overt act, to wit, Justin Johnson, also known as Straight Drop, traveled to 2370 Airways Boulevard and killed Adolph Thornton Jr. Cornelius Smith traveled to 2370 Airways Boulevard and killed Adolph Thornton Jr.
AKA Young Dolph.
Govan solicited both Justin Johnson, also known as Straight Drop, and Cornelius Smith to kill Adolph Thornton Jr. Jamarcus Johnson aided in Justin Johnson, also known as Straight Drop's, hideout and escape after the killing of Adolph Thornton Jr. Aided communications between Justin Johnson, also known as Straight Drop, and Cornelius Smith after the killing of Adolph Thornton Jr. and facilitated payments to Cornelius Smith for the killing of Adolph Thornton Jr., all of which is in violation of Tennessee Code annotated 39-12-103 against the peace and dignity of the state of Tennessee, signed Steve Mulroy, District Attorney General, 30th Judicial District. Count 2. The grand jurors of the state of Tennessee, duly selected, impaneled, sworn, and charged to inquire for the body of the County of Shelby, Tennessee, upon their oath present that Justin Johnson, also known as Straight Drop, Cornelius Smith, Hernandez Govan, on November 17, 2021, in Shelby County, Tennessee, and before the finding of this indictment, did unlawfully, intentionally, and with premeditation, kill Adolph Thornton Jr. in violation of Tennessee Code annotated 39-13-202 against the peace and dignity of the state of Tennessee. Signed Steve Mulroy, District Attorney General, 30th Judicial District.
Mr. Govan and counsel, how do you plead?
Not guilty to both counts, Your Honor.
Thank you. Thank you.
He plead not guilty. No, he guilty as hell.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We met last week, but for formality's sake, my name is Iris Williams, and I represent the state of Tennessee. When I was a kid, one thing that my mom always told me is that there are few things that we can control. But one of those things are our choices. Our choices can move mountains. Our choices can get
These are the opening statements, guys.
And our choices can mean life and death. Ladies and gentlemen, this case is about choices. You're going to hear a lot of evidence this week. You're going to hear a lot of names. But the name that I want you to remember is Hernandez Govan. And I want you to remember the choices he made. And even more importantly, I want you to remember the consequences of those choices. Picture this. November 17, 2021. The victim, Adolph Thornton, and his brother. They pull up to Makita's Cookie Shop on Airways Boulevard. They park the car, they get out, they talk to the cashier, and seconds later, a white Mercedes pulls up and Adolph Thornton is gunned down and killed. You'll hear from Dr. Juliet Scantleberry, the medical examiner in this case. She'll tell you that Thornton's body had around 20 gunshot entrance wounds to his neck, his chest, his arms, and a catastrophic injury to his face.
Man, y'all, R.I.P. Dolph.
How do we start? Where will we begin? This trial will begin with Erica Thornton. She'll tell you that she is Mr. Thornton's sister. She'll tell you about the last time that she saw her brother alive. And she'll tell you when she heard that he was gone. And after Ms. Thornton testifies, you'll hear from Mr. Raul Hopkins. He'll tell you that he worked for security for Thornton for years. And Adolph Thornton just wasn't Adolph Thornton. He was known across the city as Young Dolph, a musician. His music, his artistry, his journey, his ambition inspired and spoke to this city in ways that a lot of artists just couldn't do. Thornton made his own way in the music industry. And he created a label called PRE, Paper Route Empire. Hopkins will tell us about it. He'll tell us that Adolph Thornton made his way in the music industry and created opportunities for other artists.
Shout out to Red Nose for gifting those 5 memberships. Thank you, Red Nose.
Some people don't seem to like that. So Hopkins will tell us about another label, CMG, also known as Cocaine Music Group. He'll tell us about the history and the tension between these two labels. He'll tell us that CMG wanted Thornton as their own, but when he decided to pave his own way, when he decided to be self-made, he became CMG's enemy. Hopkins is going to set the stage for how this story truly began. And after Hopkins, you'll hear from Cornelia.
What's up, Cupcake?
And this is when it all...
Shout me out, Cupcake.
Smith is a codefendant. He'll tell you that he met Govan in 2021. They met through Smith's friend, Bobby Carter. And Smith has a couple of nicknames for Govan. He calls him Big Bro or Quet. Govan started out by selling drugs to Smith, pills more specifically. But that's not the only thing that Govan did. Govan chose Smith. And Govan chose him to do a job. Govan also chose Justin Johnson, another co-defendant, to do that same job. A job that ended in the life and death of Adolph Thornton Jr. He chose two desperate people. Smith, needing money, needing to support his family. Justin Johnson, an aspiring and up-and-coming rap artist that wanted to be on CMG's label. The very label that Govan had access to and was affiliated with. Smith will also talk about a meeting at Govan's house. The people present at that meeting were Smith, Govan, Justin Johnson, and Anthony Mims, also known as Big Jook. Now, Jook is the number 2 person at the CMG label. Smith will tell you that Govan said that there was a bounty on Adolph Thornton's life. In fact, there were multiple bounties on PRE artists. Govan told Smith that there was a $100,000 bounty on Adolph Thornton's life. And that the money was good. The money was guaranteed. If Smith and Johnson completed this job. So what did they do? What did the two desperate people do? They agreed. And Govan asked for a $10,000 cut from each of them. He chose to ask for this cut from each of them. And one thing that is important to note is that Smith and Johnson didn't even really know each other. But they knew Govan. Govan
This is crazy, y'all.
Between them. So let's fast forward to November 2021. Smith hears that Thornton and other PRE artists are in town. It's Thanksgiving time. PRE often hosts turkey drives at different locations across the city. So they knew that they were around. Justin Johnson picks up Smith from Smith's father's house. And they go hunting. They get to a stoplight on Airways. And at that stoplight, they see a special car pass through. And what is that car? A blue camouflage Corvette. Most people in Memphis know that there is only one person in this city that drives that car in this region of town. Adolph Thornton. So what does Smith and what does Johnson do? They follow that car. They follow that car. The car parks at Nikita's cookie shop. And seconds later, Smith and Johnson pull up in a stolen white Mercedes, gun down, and kill Adolph Thornton Jr. in broad daylight. They get back in the car, speed off, but not before Thornton's brother, Marcus Thornton, fires shots and shoots Smith. So Smith and Johnson are in this stolen white Mercedes. But where do they go? They go to ditch the car. They ditch the car, and we'll hear from Sergeant Dabney that the car was left at 1174 Bradley Street, which they later found out is directly across the street from the defendant's home. After they ditch the car, Cornelius Smith and Justin Johnson go to an apartment complex to change clothes and clean up their rooms. Cornelius notices something. He doesn't have his phone. He realizes that he left his phone in the white Mercedes, the murder car that they left across the street from the defendant's house. So what does he do? He uses Justin Johnson's phone to contact his own girlfriend, Angela Arnold, and you will also hear from her. You'll hear from Angela Arnold, and you'll hear from Cornelius Smith that she picked him up from that apartment complex. When she picked him up, he told her what happened. He told her that he was hurt, and he told her that he was missing his phone. So what did he do next? Smith contacted Govan from Angela Arnold's phone and asked to meet so he could get his phone back. Ladies and gentlemen, there are copious amounts of phone records, and Sergeant Browning will testify that these call detail records will support what Smith is saying. And if that's not enough, Angela Arnold will tell you that she and Smith met with Govan after the murder so that Smith could get his phone back. But that's not where it ends. Smith will tell you that at that exchange, Govan gave him money to buy a car cover, to hide the white Mercedes, to hide the murder car that was parked directly across the street from his own home. Not only that, but the day before Cornelius Smith was arrested, he ran into Govan. Govan was concerned. Govan was worried that Cornelius Smith had not been paid. And so what did he tell Smith? He told Smith that he was going to go to Privé to make sure Smith got his money. Privé is a lounge and restaurant that's affiliated with CMG artists. Ladies and gentlemen, choices. A choice to get two desperate people to agree to murder Adolph Thornton. A choice to guarantee them money. A choice to ask for a cut of that money. A choice to help one of the killers get his phone back after the murder. A choice to make sure that one of the killers got paid after the murder. Choices. When you hear all of the evidence.
What's up, Ann?
And when you hear all of the videos and look at all of the photos and exhibits, you will see the consequences of Govan's actions. Violence, death, loss. A man, a human being, taken from this world in one of the most shocking of ways, getting cookies for his family in broad daylight in his neighborhood during the holidays. At the end of this week, the state will be asking you, the jury, to make a choice. The defendant is charged with conspiracy to commit first-degree murder and first-degree murder. Last week in jury selection, we talked about theories of conspiracy and criminal responsibility. And once you have heard all of the evidence, the state will ask you to make a choice and find Hernandez Govan guilty of first-degree murder and conspiracy to commit first-degree murder. Thank you.
That was the prosecution's opening statements, guys. Next will be the defense.
It's just going to take a minute to switch it over.
That's crazy that TV was making all that noise. So now we're waiting on the defense to take the podium and give their opening statements.
Right, but it's no way.
They must got a PowerPoint they finna present.
What happened?
Do y'all think that Govan will walk, man? And if he doesn't wind up walking, do y'all think that CMG, aka Yo Gotti, might be in a whole lot of trouble after this? Yeah, they finna do a PowerPoint. As we wait for the defense to give their opening statements, guys. He looked like he's been fighting for his life. I don't think the guy inside will let him live, even if they say he's innocent. Okay, this man is taking the family through this all over again. Lord, keep them streets safe, bro. Literally, our healthcare system depends on. I hear you, man. It's crazy, man. But this is Govan's trial, guys. The mastermind of the young Dolph unaliving, man. This is crazy. They gave him a deal. I wonder why he didn't take it, man. And he chose to go this route. I don't see it working out for him.
My name is Manny Aurora. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. I'm here representing Mr. Hernandez Govan, along with our former IT specialist, Robert Wilson, who's also a lawyer, Haley Halty-Wenger, who's sitting in the white suit, and then also Beth Noble, who's in the black suit, as far as that goes. Last week, I talked to you guys a lot about first impressions, and the reason I mentioned that is sometimes the first impression can be wrong. I listened to a very beautiful, eloquent speech from the prosecutor in this case, and it sounds really, really good. But that's the false first impression, because you promised that as a peer of Mr. Govan, you would listen to everything. So let me
shout out to that guy, to my boy Vic. Appreciate you, big dog, for that 5-piece.
This entire case is going to come down to the guy with the machine gun that shot off Adolph Thornton. The whole case is going to come down to him, and then possibly his girlfriend backing up his story. Remember, Cornelius Smith has made at least 5 different statements to law enforcement over the course of a year where everything changes. He's been met with the prosecution at least 5 or 6 times.
Thank you, Miss Poober.
Prior to testifying here today. So you should ask yourself the question when the judge instructed you, does somebody have a reason to lie? Do they have an interest in the outcome? You are caught red-handed on video, and you're about to see it in a second, taking an AK-47 or lighting it up at a cookie store in broad daylight. He's facing a mandatory life sentence, as I was questioning about. And I ask each and every one of you, what would you do if you were facing a mandatory life sentence to get out of it? Why would you need to make so many different statements if you were telling the truth? Because remember, the truth is the truth. You don't need to practice it. You don't need to remember it. It's the truth. So let's see who the government has gotten in bed with to try to prove their case against Hernandez Govan. Robert?
I guess they finna do the PowerPoint.
So the man you have to believe is the man who's capable of, in broad daylight, carrying an AK-47, going into a store full of people, and just, without hesitation, opening fire. And he's the one that's going to tell you that Mr. Govan did this.
That was Dolph's brother that shot back.
Nothing that he says can be validated. The other thing the government's going to try to talk to you about is cell phone tower records. The expert that the government may call, or if they don't call him, I'll call him, will tell you tower records are inherently unreliable because it's not like on TV. There's a reason why all the engineers from the cell phone providers, T-Mobile, AT&T specifically, write their letters. They will not testify in court because of unreliability. The other thing you have to know, and Robert put up the slide, within a 10 square mile area of where all this happened, there are 553 T-Mobile towers. 553 just from T-Mobile. And it's hard to see this because there's so many. There will be more AT&T towers. There will be essentially over 1,000 towers out there. And what the expert will tell you is, this isn't an exact science. Just because your phone pings on a certain tower doesn't mean you were there. See, towers get filled up. and you may have to transfer to the next tower near.
Oh wow, he says just because your phone pings off a certain tower doesn't mean that you're there.
553 just from T-Mobile within that area where all this happened. They talked to you about conspiracy and how Govan picked these two individuals. The state chooses to cherry pick a little bit here and a little bit there from each of the statements. But let me play a 5-second clip about how all this supposedly happened. I'm not saying it happened. I'm not saying Govan is involved in one way, shape, or form. But if you want to believe Cornelius Smith, the AK-47 shooter, and God knows how many other shootings he's done, then he'll talk about it. I want you to listen to this.
It was one day me and Angela was out riding, and I wanted some X pills, so I went to Quay House to get the X pills from him, and Juke was over there. And when I walked in,
that's what we just listened to a second ago, guys.
This little seat right here, and mine, Juke was like, he don't mind. First, he said, take all the phones outside, you know. He ain't say my phone, he was saying quit phone, but I passed my phone to make it feel comfortable. So, took the phones outside, and Jude was like, he don't know how to hit him, and he got us. And I can't recall like exactly when it was, but that's what he said.
All right. So the state just told you to your face that Mr. Govan picked out two desperate people. Cornelius Smith, if you are to believe him, says in his statement, I just happened to be going by Quet's house, Govan's house, to buy some ecstasy pills with my girlfriend. Juke happened to be there. He doesn't say Quet said a word. Juke says there's a hate on everybody, and I got you, and Juke says, take the phones outside while I talk to you. Assuming you believe any of that's true. And the reason I ask you if you think any of that's true is the police never went to question Juke, aka Anthony Mims, or Yogati, or any of the
that's Hernandez Govan right there.
Once even tried to do an interview. So this is as plain as day. Juke said do it. Quet didn't say anything. Quet lives in the poorest part of Memphis in Orange Mound, sells a few ecstasy pills to make a living, and hustles with some sports gambling. He's a nobody, and that's why I asked you about the peers. He's a throwaway that they can blame. Why did they not talk to Juke or anybody else with CMG? Ever. Now, Juke ended up getting killed in 2024, 2.5 years after the fact. Never arrested, never talked to, never interviewed, never pursued, never surveilled, nothing. The judge also told you, when you assess credibility, you need to look at how well you remember this thing. Cornelius Smith cannot even tell you when he was propositioned to go kill somebody. The shooting happened in November 17, 2021, and the best the police can say is that this meeting, where just randomly happened, as Cornelius himself has said, was sometime between August and September, 3 months prior to the shooting taking place. 3 months. He will tell you there's no plan. All he was told by Juke was there's a price on their heads. And that's kind of funny because when the cops, if they testify honestly, will tell you there have been multiple attempts on Mr. Dolph's life. Twice in Charlotte by other folks and once in Los Angeles. Everybody in Memphis knew there was a price on their heads because there was a war between PRE and CMG. They were shooting each other. Yo Gotti's car was shot up here. The song 100 Shots came up after one of these things. There's a rivalry going on and people have been shooting. The police went through this. They know this. They also pulled YouTube videos where people are openly threatening to kill Dolph. It's in their slideshow. You know what they call their investigation? Operation Cookie Monster. That's how tasteful this whole thing has gotten with these folks. I'm sorry, my arms are shaking because I'm so furious that we're here as far as the trial goes. So the other thing the government hasn't told you when we talk about first impressions is, for weeks prior to the November 17, 2021 shooting, nobody called Govan, talked to him, did anything, be it Justin Johnson or Cornelius Smith. What Cornelius will tell you, which the government didn't tell you, is that morning, it was Cornelius's daughter's birthday. But he gets a call from Justin Johnson that says, I got a car, let's go do something. They get in the car and they start driving around just looking for somebody to kill. They just happened to see young Dolph's car going by. And they opened fire. And they killed him. And the interesting thing is, even though nobody communicated with Govan for weeks prior to this, they didn't talk to him that morning. He didn't help them get the car. He didn't help them escape. He didn't tell them what to do. He didn't tell them where to go. He didn't do anything. It was a spontaneous issue between two young men that morning. They shot him. And you know why there's no plan? Because they just start calling random people after the shooting. They don't call Govan. They have to go someplace to get bandaged up as far as that goes. The people that help them never been charged as accessories to anything. They then get rid of whatever they need to get rid of. They left the car across the street from Govan's house on the middle of the street, in front of the street. So if there's some master plan, that may be one of the dumbest plans you could possibly have if you're going to kill the most important person, the most famous person in Memphis, as far as that goes. Again, there were no phone contacts for weeks prior to the shooting, especially in the morning. Govan wouldn't know that the Mercedes was used. The only way anybody finds out is social media blows up right away, and multiple people start calling Justin Johnson, including Govan, who knows him, because the word's out that Justin may have done this. Trayon Ingram is another word you'll hear. He actually carjacked the white Mercedes and then gave it to these gentlemen to use in the shooting.
Wow.
In this case. He's not even charged with carjacking. But he happened to pick up another murder right after this happened, and so now he's in custody for the other murder that he committed. Perhaps, when making first impressions, you would have wanted to know that. I thought about going over at least one of Cornelius's statements in his lives, but I think it's just a little
so
too
their
much.
defense is making Cornelius look like a liar.
Everything that he said has been inconsistent, bald-faced lies. In fact, you know how somebody's lying? Because in his first interview, that lasted a little over an hour, 32 times he told the police, trust me, I promise, I swear to God, I wouldn't lie to you. 32 times he says that before answering one of his questions on one of his first interviews after he's caught. And after he's caught, his girlfriend gets questioned because they ran down the license plate numbers, all that stuff with the cars. She lies through her teeth on December 14th of 2021, says, I don't know nothing about nothing. Because Cornelius had talked to her and tried to make up a false alibi.
Absolutely not, barbecue. That's not going to do it.
See, if I have a plan to go kill somebody, we have a place to go dig something far away. I have people that can cover for me as an alibi. I don't make random phone calls. And so Angela, who knew nothing about this, according to her, picks them up at the location where they're getting bandaged up for being shot, drives them around town, helps them out. Of course, she's not charged. She initially lies and denies everything. The police then come back and say, we're going to charge you if you don't tell us the truth. And so on the 17th of December, 3 days later, she comes back. But what the police don't know at that time is Mr. Cornelius Smith has called 4 of his family members to reach out to Angela to get the story straight. Because he keeps saying on the phone calls.
It could happen, Red Nose.
Find out what she said.
I feel like Yo Gotti them in a bunch of trouble.
And then on the 17th, it comes back. And they're talking to her. And she says, well, we went over to that house sometime in the past, just like we talked about. She doesn't know anybody. She said, I can't think of his name. And the interesting part is, the officers say, is it somebody named Q? And then she says, oh yeah, it's Quet. Remember the phrase Bobby Carter that they mentioned? Bobby Carter also lives on Bradley Avenue and is good friends with Cornelius Smith, and they buy pills together and do ecstasy pills together. And the other thing Angela Smith says is, Govan brought us the phone after the fact. How was that part of any plan or anything else? They called and said, give me a phone. The interesting thing about that is if it's true and you believe her, there would be fingerprints on the car. The police fingerprinted it, DNA'd it, did everything. Cornelius' fingerprints are there. Trayon Ingram's fingerprints are there. Kirsten Garner, the other guy that worked with Trayon to steal the car, his fingerprints are there. There's DNA in there. There's blood in there. But nothing with regards to Govan. They found the car 3 days after the shooting took place across the street from Mr. Govan's house. Has nothing to do with it, didn't touch it. So if you didn't do that, how does he open the door? And frankly, how do you get the keys to open the door? See, Cornelius doesn't give you the details. Did they lock the car after they left? Where were the keys? He doesn't know about any of that stuff. So tell me how Mr. Govan got into the car and how he did it so beautifully, being dumb enough to take the murder car of one of the most famous people and say, let's just park it across the street, and then somehow magically wiped his prints, DNA, hair, anything out of that car while he's looking for the phone. You know why that is? Because he didn't do it. What you're going to hear from Treon Ingram is Treon Ingram, when he stole the car, left his backpack, his wallet, and some other things in the car, and he had Justin Johnson go get them. You will hear that from Treon Ingram's own statement with regards to that car. This is why I talk about first impressions, because they always could be misleading, and in this case, patently false. When you cherry pick the evidence that you want to tell you, and then have the cameras rolling on a high-profile case to pressure you to commit a verdict of guilty, is patently unfair. And just because he's a nobody and doesn't have money like Gotti or Joke, his brother, who was never even questioned or charged, he's the fall guy on all this stuff. He didn't do anything. Even if you believe Cornelius, all he says is, I just happened to show up there, and he said, hey, it's little C. Joke took over and started doing all the talking. Do you think that man could pay somebody $100,000 and you'd say, yeah, he's good for it, I don't need any validation, he's good for it? And interestingly enough, Cornelius' story also changes along with Angela's, because initially we were supposed to be paid $1.5 million. Then after another interview, it became $1 million. Then it became $500,000. Then it became $100,000. Then it became, we're going to split $100,000 between me and Justin Johnson. Then it became somebody gave me $50,000 in a brown paper bag. Then it became, oh no, I'm wrong about that. It was after I was arrested, somebody gave my lawyer $38,000 in a bag to represent me. That's how many times the story has shifted, as far as that goes. But the one thing that he does say is, after I got the money from Mr. Jerk's people, it was understood that he was on that team. Again, Jerk never arrested, never talked to, even though he says that's where the money's coming from. That guy doesn't have $1 million or $100,000 or anything like that. I may walk around wearing fancy ties, but he's indicted. The judge has found that. I'm here to help him, because people that are labeled as nobodies, I will not tolerate it. He needs to be fought for. He is your peer. We need to do this right. Mr. Govan, stand up. Hold your head up high. Mr. Govan matters. You can't do this to people just for political gain, because you gotta solve a crime. Because somebody
He's a mastermind.
It's just wrong. But you can sit down. We can't have a society like this where you base convictions on assault rifle people opening up a fire on somebody. And you remember when I told you he couldn't even remember when that meeting was, that random meeting? The best thing he could do is remember that the meeting was sometime between when he tried to shoot Blue or somebody else. That's the best he could do.
Talking about he matter. He don't matter.
And so you have to believe if this meeting happened, for 3 months nothing goes on, and then one day it just happens. Remember I asked you about pork chops and chicken and all that kind of stuff? If you're going to do something, even if you have a plan.
Boy, that mouth look horrible, and so does the side of that face.
He didn't have any plan. If you have a plan, you have a place to go. You have a place to hide out. You have an alibi built in. None of that happens. None of that happens. And Mr. Cornelius Smith is going to get up here and tell you, I want to bare my soul, I want to come clean, I want to do all this other stuff. You know, I call BS on that hard, because when he tells you that, and he will, because he's testified to it before, that he wants to bare his soul, he wants to make amends. And ask yourself, why for 4 years didn't he just take a guilty plea and take his life sentence and start making amends? He still hasn't played anything. His lawyers in negotiations with the government, there's quote no deal, but you know, we do good things out of our heart when we're caught dead, red-handed murdering somebody, because we don't want any benefit by coming on the stage and telling you whatever you guys want to hear. 6 times with interviews, 6 potentially more times with the government, more interviews. The truth doesn't change. You don't have to remember it. You don't have to practice it. You don't have to rehearse it. It is what it is. And this is not the truth. I think I mentioned it in jury selection, but responsibility for your actions goes both ways. There's going to be a lot lacking in this case. For example, you'll hear about a lot of cell phone records and who may have called who, but the full-on analysis is never, well, I'll just leave that for the expert. It's all coming down to Cornelius and possibly where somebody's phone might have been. You don't know what they said, if they even talked, or if as a friend you're calling somebody after a shooting because everybody starts calling everybody within minutes after this, because social media blew up after this happened. You all know it. You all heard it. Everybody knew about it. Govan is your peer. He deserves better. We shouldn't be here. High-profile TV cameras or not. Sympathy for a young man who's a musician, whatever he was.
R.I.P. to Dolph, man.
But you don't compound the problem by blaming.
Absolutely, Miss D. He look hard.
You don't want to believe he's innocent. You want to believe Cornelius. They sure as heck didn't prove the case beyond reasonable doubt. I talked to you guys about that like the British system. It's either guilty or they didn't prove it. So I'm asking you to at least at a minimum say he didn't prove it in about 3 or 4 days from now. Thank you.
The state calls Eric Thornton.
So now Dolph's sister is about to take the stand. They just called young Dolph's sister to the stand, guys.
Can you swear or affirm to tell the truth?
Yes.
Have a seat, watch your step, please.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Could you state and spell your name for the record, please?
Erica Thornton, ERICA-THORNTON.
And do you know an individual by the name of...
It don't look like they're gonna show her face, guys.
How do you know him?
My brother.
If you were to see a picture of Mr. Thornton, could you recognize him?
Of course.
This is young Dolph's sister.
Your Honor, may I approach the witness? Ms. Thornton, is that a photo of him?
Yes.
Your Honor, we ask that this photo be entered as the next numbered exhibit into evidence.
No objection.
This is a photo of a young man in with glasses, black leather jacket, headphones, and he's been identified as Adolph Thornton Jr. Will mark this as exhibit 1 of this man.
Thank you, Your
She's
Honor.
basically testifying to Dolph's character, Scorpion Goddess.
And Ms. Thornton, when was the last time you saw your brother alive?
The last time that I seen him alive was Labor Day of 2021.
And after that, you didn't see him
Dolph.
alive anytime else?
Face to face, we had like FaceTime calls prior to, well, after Labor Day, but just we had FaceTime calls pretty much every day. So the last time I communicated with him was the day before he was killed, November 16th.
Okay. And on the day that he was killed, do you remember how you found out?
Yes.
How did you find out?
My sister called me.
Give me one moment. And Ms. Thornton, you said that the last time, or the day that you learned something had happened to him was November 16th?
No, I learned that something happened to him on the 17th.
Okay.
The 16th was the last time I had a conversation with him via FaceTime.
Okay, so November 17th, 2021, that's when you learned something had happened to your brother?
Yes.
Okay. I'll pass the witness, Your Honor.
Oh, I don't have any questions. I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you, ma'am. Let's step down, walk your step, please.
Thank you.
His name was called Roll Hopkins.
I guess that's all they needed for her to identify her brother. They let her down.
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning, Mr. Hopkins.
Raul Hopkins is the next witness.
State for the benefit of our jurors who may be taking notes. Could you state your name and spell your first and last name?
Raul Hopkins. RAULHOPKINS.
And I am going to ask you to speak up.
Yes, ma'am.
That's okay.
Yes, ma'am.
We want to make sure that our court reporter can hear you and our jurors can hear you, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Hopkins, do you know an individual by the name of Adolph Thornton Jr.?
Yes, ma'am.
How do you know Mr. Thornton?
From the neighborhood.
Okay. And you know him from the neighborhood. How long have you known him?
Probably about 20-some years.
And other than knowing him from the neighborhood, did you have any other relationship with him?
No, ma'am.
Mr. Thornton. What did Mr. Thornton do for a living?
He was a hip-hop artist.
Okay. And did you provide any services to him in relation to being a hip-hop artist?
Yes, ma'am. Security.
Okay. And how long have you done security for Mr. Thornton?
7 years.
Okay. What was Mr. Thornton's, you said he was a hip-hop artist. Was he affiliated with a certain label?
Yes, ma'am.
What label was that?
PRE.
I'd like to pass forward a picture and see if you recognize the picture.
No objection.
You recognize the picture?
Yes, ma'am.
And what is that picture of?
Picture of the chain, his label, PRE.
Ernie, we could have that into evidence as the next one.
No objection, Your Honor.
This is a charm that's of the three letters P-R-E. We'll mark this as exhibit 2 to the trial.
Again, Mr. Hopkins, could you explain to the jurors what we're looking at here?
That's his chain, the PRE.
Okay, and what did PRE stand for?
Paper Route Entertainment.
Did he have any issues with other labels?
Yes, ma'am.
What label was that?
CMG.
Whoops, CMG.
CMG stand for?
I really don't know what it stands for.
Alright, CMG. Well, let's go back a bit. Who are some of the other artists that are on the PRE label?
Several artists that they have that's on this label. A guy named Kenny. A guy named
Woo?
Yeah.
Okay.
We just have a lot of different artists on this label.
Okay. And would Woo be the same person as Payable Out Woo?
Yeah.
And the label you mentioned, CMG, that he had conflict with, that Mr. Gordon had conflict with. Who are some of the artists on that label if you're familiar?
The one that I knew of was Yo Gotti.
And there were conflicts, is that correct?
Yes.
But what was the origin of that conflict?
Really about music. Maybe a diss song here or there.
Did the CMG ever at any point want Mr. Thorne at professional law and the Young Dolph, is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Did they ever want Young Dolph to sign to that label?
Yes, ma'am.
Would that be the beginning of their issue?
Could have been.
Okay. Did Mr. Thorne or Young Dolph ever sign to that label?
No, ma'am.
He's had his own label, PRE, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Were there any acts of violence between these individuals, PRE and CMG?
Yes, ma'am.
Was it before or after you became involved as the bodyguard?
It was after.
Tell us about the first one that you remember, the first incident that you remember.
First incident I remember was in 2015.
And I'm asking you to speak up.
It was in 2015. We was in Charlotte. We were sitting in a Sprinter. We had just went upstairs. There was two more individuals that was in the Sprinter. Came running up, saying the Sprinter just got shot up.
When you say Sprinter, it's like
Sprinter Bank.
Sprinter Bank.
Yes, ma'am.
You were where now?
I was upstairs.
No, what city?
Oh, it was in Charlotte.
In Charlotte.
Yes, ma'am.
So the Sprinter van was shot up.
Yes.
Was Mr. Thorne in the van at that point?
No, ma'am.
Where was he?
We was upstairs.
So you had just gotten out of the Sprinter van?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you learn of anyone who was responsible for this shooting?
They said something on the news, but really don't know who actually done it.
What was the next incident that you recall?
The next incident was in 2017 in Charlotte.
And it was again in, you said Charlotte?
Charlotte, yes.
So Charlotte twice?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, tell us about that incident.
What? PRE need to stay out of Charlotte.
Known that his SUV got shot up.
And who are you saying he? What he?
Young Dolph.
Young Dolph
Yes,
SUV.
yes, Young Dolph SUV got shot up.
And was he hurt?
No, ma'am.
Was there another incident? Or do you know who was responsible for that?
No, ma'am, I don't.
There was another incident. What was the next incident?
2018 in Los Angeles, California.
Were you present for that?
No, ma'am.
Did you learn about what happened?
Yes, ma'am.
Could you tell us about what you learned?
I was at a baseball game. Somebody called me and said Young Dolph just got shot in California. And that's how I heard about that.
And did you then go to California?
Yes, ma'am. I went there the next morning.
Okay. You know who was possibly responsible for that incident?
No, I don't.
Let's fast forward to 2021.
I know who was responsible for it. The incident in
Young Dolph
in Cali.
had an event or something.
One of Yo Gotti affiliates wound up doing like 10 years behind that shit.
November, he would do a turkey drive for the community.
And explain us what you mean by turkey drive.
He would go to several communities and give out turkeys.
And would he do this personally?
Yes.
Did he also have members of his label there as well?
Yes, ma'am.
In November of 2021, was he in Memphis doing it?
He was in Memphis, but he didn't participate in the turkey drives.
Is there any particular reason why he did not participate in the turkey drive?
He just told me he had other stuff he had to do. He wanted to make sure his artists was doing what they supposed to do.
And so how many of these different turkey drives were there?
Before.
Before?
Yes, ma'am.
Would they be all on one day or would they be spread out?
They be spread out. It was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday.
And is this around a certain time? Is it, I mean, you mentioned turkeys. I always think of turkeys and Thanksgiving. Was this around Thanksgiving?
It was the week before Thanksgiving.
So, you mentioned about him being in town. Did he live in Memphis? The young Dolph lived?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So was he visiting that week?
And he came in because of the turkey drive.
When did you last hear from young Dolph?
I last heard from young Dolph, it was that Tuesday about 7 o'clock, I seen.
7 o'clock, a.m. or p.m.?
p.m.
You saw him?
Yes.
And did you learn did you hear from him after that?
No, I didn't.
What was the next that you heard of young Dolph?
It was that Wednesday morning, about 11:30.
And what did you hear?
That he just got shot.
Ashley, there's no way of getting them out of this.
Have you previously reviewed video from that incident?
Yes, ma'am.
Private passport, a flash drive. Does it look familiar?
Yes, ma'am.
And what is that of?
It's a flash drive with clips of video outside Makitas.
Could you open it in an envelope and see if that is the flash drive you previously reviewed?
Yes, ma'am.
And what did that flash drive, how do you know that was the flash drive?
Because I got my initials on here, RH.
And the video that you viewed, what is it? What video of?
A video of young Dolph at Makitas.
Your Honor, if we could have that entered into evidence as the next number video.
No objection. This is an envelope with a flash drive on the inside. The envelope is labeled flash drive and clips of video inside, outside, and here. We'll mark this as exhibit 3 to this trial.
Permission to vote.
They said take that off. about to take us back to Makita's.
Mr. Hopkins, can you read the date at the top of this video?
November 17th.
Do you recognize this vehicle that is coming into play?
Yes, ma'am.
And whose vehicle is it?
This young Dolph's vehicle.
I don't think the cookie shop was in on it too.
Mr. Hopkins, do you recognize the individual in the photo, the video?
Yes, ma'am.
And who is the person in the video?
That's young Dolph.
A second individual coming out of the vehicle. Who is that?
That's his brother, Marcus.
We seen how she acted in the footage of the shop. We seen that already. I still don't think that they had nothing to do with it.
There is someone or something at the bottom left of the screen. I apologize, our laser pointer is having technical difficulties at this point. But who is or what is that at the bottom left of the screen?
That's young Dolph. That's his arm coming out.
Long lived out. That's horrible how they did it, man.
That's who you're referring to?
Yes, ma'am.
And this is Marcus who you're referring to, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
What's up, Tracy?
now play what you've identified, Chris identifies to be on the inside of the Nikita's cookies.
Inside the cookie shop. Now this is where Buddy is talking about watch how she act. I think she responded like a lot of people would respond. It really wasn't a lot she could do besides get out the way. You know what I'm saying? I probably would have been scared too and took off running. She don't got no strap to shoot at them people that's shooting at Dolph. She got to preserve her own life. She better get on somewhere. I would too.
The individual is the front counter. Who's there?
That's young Dolph.
And there's an individual behind him. Who's there?
That's his brother Marcus.
Man, you must be one of them people. She don't got no phone in her hand. She got cookies in her hand. Where your eyes at, Doc?
Yes, ma'am.
I'd have took off running too. Man, you a conspiracy theorist, man. That girl ain't got nothing to do with that. Neither do them people in the shop, or they'll be in jail. Well, she might have been talking to her boyfriend on the phone before they came. Cornelius Smith, the snitch, didn't even say nothing about them having nothing to do with it. Stop it, man. He told on everything else. Why he didn't tell on them? Now she got her phone.
Mr. Hopkins, we've seen the inside and outside of the shop the day that Mr. Thorne was killed. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
You were not with him that day?
No, ma'am.
Boy, she had cookies in her hand. What are you talking about? She didn't have that phone the whole time. We seen her bend down, get the cookies, come back up, and she didn't have nothing in her hand, dog. What are you talking about?
And did you go to the scene of the cookie shop that day?
Yes, ma'am.
Is there location here in Shelby County?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
You're crazy, bro.
Tell me exactly where you want it.
I'll just put it here so the court reporter can hear me. Can you all see okay? Okay.
Cupcake, these people crazy.
Mr. Hopkins, my name is Manny Aurora. How are you doing this morning?
Fine, sir.
I'm sorry for your loss, obviously. This is very troubling. No one should ever have to be killed by a way like that, so I sympathize with you. We spoke on the phone when you were coming in from the airport this past weekend, is that right?
Yes, sir.
All right. And you worked as the bodyguard for Mr. Dolph.
Yes, sir.
Was it you and other people as part of the team?
It was, but it was manned to me.
Okay, so you were the boss.
Yes.
You mentioned to the prosecutor that there was a history of violence between PRE and CMG. Is that correct? All right. And as I saw from this, and not trying to be negative anyway, but Mr. Dolph travels with an assault rifle in his car, as we saw his brother pull that out from the driver's side.
I don't know if he traveled with it, but he had it that day.
Okay, and have you seen him with other weapons in the past?
I haven't, no, sir.
Okay. And his brother had his handgun and he was shooting at the other people, as we saw in the video.
Yes, sir.
And then he pulled out the assault rifle from the, I guess, the driver's side and shot some more of the people.
Yes, sir.
With regards to the violence that goes back and forth between these two music groups, you personally know of at least 3 attempts on Dolph's life: 2016, 2015, 2017, and 2018. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And so he needed security, obviously. There's lots of problems going on here.
Yes, sir.
All right. And with regards to coming to Memphis on the week before Thanksgiving, Mr. Dolph didn't live in Memphis anymore, right?
No, sir.
How long before this incident had he moved away from Memphis?
Maybe 4 or 5 years.
All right. And was that, a lot of it I think we've talked about is for safety reasons, because it's pretty violent here as far as between the PRE and the CMG.
Yes.
So it's known that his life is in danger when he's here and he needs bodyguards, things like that.
Yes.
All right. One of the phrases I've heard, have you ever heard of the phrase spin the block?
No, I haven't.
Okay. And with regards to him coming here the week before Thanksgiving, he wasn't going to participate in a turkey drive. He was here to help out his artists?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can I just have a moment here? I think that's all. Thank you, Mr. Hopkins.
Yes, sir.
Any other legal rep? Lawyers taking approach.
Alright, you know what I'm saying? They having some kind of meeting, man. I don't know why all this is necessary. Govan is most definitely guilty. Just send him to jail already. We don't need all the rest of this. He is most definitely guilty as guilty can be, y'all. I'm just saying. Then we got this crazy man in the chat talking about a cell phone in one of the employees' hands. Like that means something. I don't think that they had nothing to do with it, or they'll be up there on the chopping block with everybody else. Make it make sense to me if Cornelius Smith told on everybody and everything that took place in the orchestrating of Dolph's unaliving. Why wouldn't he tell on the cookie shop? What makes them so special that he wouldn't tell on them too? Why wouldn't they tell on him too?
Court stands for brief recess.
He told on everything else. He told he had a strap. He told that him and Straight Drop, you know what I'm saying, didn't know each other that long. He told that he talked to Big Juke. He told that Govan orchestrated the whole thing and didn't pay him all his money. He told that he was at his little girl birthday party. You know, well, on her birthday, they unalived Dolph. But he wouldn't tell on the cookie shop. Make it make sense. Make it make sense, dog. Some of this stuff just blow my mind, how people be acting like, oh yeah, man, you know, sometimes people be a victim of circumstance. Sometimes things happen that's beyond your control. Sometimes you can be at the wrong place at the wrong time. What makes that any different from anything else? You know what I'm saying? If I went to go wash my car and somebody tried to rob me when I went to wash my car, but before I left, I told my girl I was going to go wash my car, Y'all gonna tell me that she set it up? Oh yeah, she had to set it up. She was the only person that knew you was going to go wash your car. Well, why come it couldn't be I was at the car wash and some dudes passed by and seen me in a nice whip and decided they wanted to try to come take my car. And she didn't have nothing to do with it. Sometimes things just happen, man, and it be beyond your control. So I don't see how people be so quick to rush to judgment when it comes to certain things that happen in life. Sometimes, man, it just happened. You know, Dolph Day was that day. Just like Cornelia said, they was out riding around and they was gonna get whoever they could find. If they was gonna go to the turkey drive and whichever PRE artist they sing, they was gonna get. They just so happened that during that time, Dolph passed right in front of them. Like, oh man, there he go right there. You know what I'm saying? We gonna go get him now. But at that time, they was looking for anybody that was associated with PRE because everybody had a bag on their head. Everybody was worth a certain amount of money. So therefore, they was out to collect a bag and they didn't care where they got it from. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, I'm just not one of them people that's so quick to jump and just say this person guilty or this person has something to do with it. You know, when sometimes in life things just happen. Can I get an amen? Can I get an amen? I'm just saying, man, for real. Can't always be so quick to just throw stuff on people, man. These are people's lives at stake, man. You know what I'm saying? Be sure before you go to putting allegations on people and putting jackets on their back, because you'll be the reason why an innocent person get hurt. I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm just saying, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. This dude damn bad to try to get some of the money. Man, them dudes just trying to get, you know, them dudes was looking to get paid, man. They ain't care how they got it. They was looking to get it by any means necessary. And I'm agreeing with y'all on this. I'm not a big conspiracy theorist, but throughout all of these trials that we done watched that involves the young Dolph situation, they sure do bring up CMG an awful lot, guys. I think it may be some kind of Rico in the works, you know, trying to take down Gotti, you know, because Big Jook was most definitely involved in all of this. And a lot of the things that went on with young Dolph involved CMG. You know, just like they said, they kept bringing up CMG. Well, what happened in Charlotte? Well, you know, his van got hit up twice in Charlotte, allegedly at the hands of CMG. Remember one time, it was Black Youngster. He got arrested. Y'all remember that? Black Youngster, the 100 shots? Then in California, it was CMG again. One of Gotti's homeboys or whatever he was to Gotti wound up doing like 10 years behind the shooting that happened in California where Dolph got hit up. So, yeah, man, I think they looking to get CMG, a.k.a. Yo Gotti and them, behind this whole situation. What y'all think? Yeah, Cali was CMG too. Man, shout out for the cash app. Thank you. Real talk. Thank you. Yeah, how they know he was going to be there? You know, at first they were saying that he called in the cookies. So that's how they knew he was going to be there. But then when we just watched this footage of him inside of Makita's, he ordered the cookies while he was standing right there. So that blew the whole he called in advance thing right out the water. You know what I'm saying? We found out that wasn't true based off the footage. Based off of her having to go in there with him pointing at what cookies he wanted and her having to go in there, you know, and basically, you know, fix the cookies right then. Yeah, man, we gotta be real here for a second, man. Get off the conspiracy stuff, you know, cause the conspiracy stuff ain't what that is. See right here in this footage right here, That's Dolph picking out his cookies. He basically telling her right then what kind he want. But before that, they were saying that he called it in prior. So they had the heads up he was on his way. But we see right here that's not true. Because he picking out the cookies right now. They didn't know what he wanted until he got in there. And those are facts. It don't take a rocket science to see that. Just based off of the security footage, you can tell he was picking them right then. And I don't think that girl behind the camera had nothing to do with it. She was just doing her job, and it just so happened to happen right in front of her, man. Sometimes, man, you got to take things for what they are, man. Sometimes stuff just happens. You can most definitely be at the wrong place at the wrong time. You know what I'm saying? And things just unfold right in front of you. Let's just be real. Let's just be real here, y'all. I'm just saying, man. I'm just keeping it 100. I don't got no reason to lie to nobody. You know what I'm saying? I never said the cookie shop was in it. I wasn't talking to you, barbecue. I'm just saying, bro. You gotta, man. I'm talking about the conspiracy theories that was floating around at first about Dolph calling in these cookies, before he got to the shop. Oh yeah, he called them in. They knew he was coming. They had the cookies already ready. And then you see Dolph right here basically pointing out the cookies that he wants. He telling them, man, I want this one, I want that one, I want that one, and that one, and that one. Give me all them cookies right there. So we know now, if we didn't know before, that Dolph didn't order those cookies until he got there. Those are facts. It was no way she could have gave nobody no heads up about him coming, because she didn't even know he was coming. He ordered them on the spot. And let me see if I see a cell phone in the beginning where they talking about she had it the whole time. Let's look at this. Here, let me zoom out. She does not have no cell phone in her hand the whole time. That's cap. You told me I didn't see it. I wasn't paying attention. That girl don't got nothing in her hand. Not no cell phone, not no nothing. That's cap. She does not have no cell phone in her hand. At now time within this video, do she have a cell phone in her hand? Not even right here. Her hands are free. There's nothing in her hand at all. Nothing. Still nothing in her hand at all. She playing with the rubber band on her wrist, but she has no cell phone in her hand at all. Y'all was saying, oh, she had it the whole time. No, she didn't. She don't got no cell phone in her hand. Thank me later. No cell phone at all. Nothing. Nothing's in her hand. Nothing at all. She checking the cookies to make sure what kind they got. She walk out of frame. She comes back, she's looking outside. She trying to see if somebody finna pull up. Like she probably do every day when she out in there looking for customers, you know what I'm saying? She see Dolph them. You know what I'm saying? When she started looking, she seen Dolph them pull up. At this point, she still don't got nothing in her hand at all. Dolph them come in. He go to showing her what he want. They stopped it. That's Dolph showing her what they want. Hey, man, I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that. He stopped it again. She never had a cell phone in her hand, when she first walked up to that register, y'all. I'm just, for the people who were saying she had a cell phone. No, she did not. She never had a cell phone until after they unalived Dolph. And that's probably when she was calling 911 or whoever else she was calling right after it happened. Maybe the shop owner, maybe, you know what I'm saying, somebody connected to the shop. But she never had that phone. She don't even got the phone in her hand right now. Look, cookies in this hand, typing on the computer with that hand. She ain't had a phone yet. And she do got on gloves. She seen what happened. She took off to the back because she was scared. I would have took off to the back too. Yeah, especially if I ain't had no strap. I couldn't bust at nobody. Ain't nothing she could have done but hide and call 911. IGT, I don't care if they was trolling. We don't got nothing else to do until they start court back. So right now, we just running down what they was trolling about. So now everything taking place. Dolph brother just run out the door. She's still in the back doing, hiding, you know, calling somebody, whatever it is that she doing back there. You know, it's still activity going on in the front. Now, when she come back, she gonna have her cell phone. But she didn't have it before then. Bam, now she back. And she got her cell phone in her hand. So no, she did not have her phone the whole time. I don't think they was trolling. I think that they was conspiracy theorists. I think they was trying to trick us. That's what I think. They're trying to push a narrative about her having a phone that she did not have. But until they come back, let's finish.
Running back to the car. Who's that?
That's me.
This is Cornelius Smith.
That's 2 Lane Apartments.
Yeah. That's me. It's just.
And the third person?
Yes, it could. The house on Bradley.
House on Bradley.
Park the car.
Driveway for the house?
Yeah, that's the driveway.
You used to hang out with Bradley every day?
Just about.
Orange Mound?
Yeah.
Close to where y'all killed Dolph?
Yeah.
Now where's the car end up?
It went from the front to the big yard.
See these people walking?
Yeah.
Does the car end up way back here?
Yeah, way back there.
Is that where it was when you wiped it down?
Yeah, that's where it was.
Yeah, that's the house where they shot the music video. That's the Mercedes right there.
The car?
Yeah, it's the car.
Had you ever seen Justin in that car before?
I ain't never saw him in the car.
Do you know how he got the car?
I don't know.
Do you know when he got the car?
I don't know.
Who's that?
It's just.
Is this from that music video?
Yeah, it's from the video.
Now is that music video filmed a few weeks before this murder?
Yeah.
And you said you're actually in the video too, is that right?
Yeah.
You wearing a mask in the video?
Yeah, I don't make it.
This house here, right here?
Yeah, that's on Brady Street.
Is that the same house?
Yeah, that's
Oh, straight
Is that that driveway we were just looking at?
Yeah.
Same clothes. Same hat.
Is that
It's just,
the same outfit as when y'all committed the murder?
yeah, it's the same thing.
Is that
It's just,
same outfit?
yeah, same outfit. It's just, oh no.
What's up, Perfect Peace?
Oh, that's what it is.
Oh, CMG, the connection. Big Juke. It's crazy. Them dudes, man, look, they so advanced with this technology, man. They got him all the way, you know what I'm saying, to the hotel where he was at. It's crazy.
Big Juke.
CMG, Big Juke.
Yeah.
For the record, Mr. Hagerman went through those exhibits in order.
Thank you, ma'am. This attorney's gonna ask you questions now. You listen to the answer, okay?
Mr. Evans, I think we need to take about a 10-minute break.
Yes, Your Honor.
Come back and around. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take about a 10-minute break, something very quick, allow you to refresh yourselves, and then we'll come back.
Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? I think I'm about to take me about a 10-minute break. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. They on break, I'm finna go on break. I'm gonna come back with a whole new live whenever they return. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Shout out to anybody that sent a super chat, a super sticker, you know what I'm saying, or even a cash out. Gifted some memberships. I appreciate y'all, man. We've been in here about 3 hours, man. Yeah, I most definitely need to go get me some something to drink, something to eat. I'm gonna start a whole new live. We gonna come back, man. Shout out to y'all, man. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Everything News is most definitely back. You know what I'm talking about? Be looking for me on daily broadcast, man. We back in the building, man. Shout out to y'all, but I'm gone for right now. I'll catch y'all here in a minute whenever they crank back up, man. Shout out to y'all. If not, I catch y'all tomorrow. We'll be back in the building, you know, to cover some more. But I'm pretty sure I'll be back whenever they crank up, man. Y'all make sure y'all pull back up. Turn your notification bells to all. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel, man. Don't be a hater. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. We on the road to 40K. Every subscription count. I'm gone, y'all.